Hello? Hello? Class is in session. Students, allow me to introduce myself. If it's your first time coming into the classroom. Hi. Scout Sunday is real, and I'm lagging. That's fine. That's okay. It's whatever. It happens. It happens. So, can you tell what we're learning about today? Can you tell what I'm gonna be teaching you guys? It's behind me. Now there's two answers. It could be text or it could be fish. Am I teaching you about text or am I teaching you about fish? Or is it fish? Fish. Fish. Text. Friends. Big real fish. A chalkboard. I'm gonna teach you about chalkboards. They don't taste very good. And you can lick them to help erase away the chalk. Did you know that? Till today I learned that you can lick a chalkboard. Anyway, so we're actually not gonna be using the chalkboard today. We're gonna use a projector. Have you ever been in a classroom before where the teacher, the sensei, sets up a projector? Now check this out. Check out this new technology that I unlocked. I am too cool. Let's check this out. Check this out. You guys are gonna like this. It's modern technology. We're no longer in the caveman era. Yeah. Where is it? Ta-da! We have a projector. You can see my hand. I can't. Okay, so you can kind of see the. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Do you hear the ASMR drawing noises? Whoa! Waste of budget. What do you mean? I'll have you know. This was free labor. Setting up the projector. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're in the future. Exactly. See, I can draw anything. Look, I'm gonna. Okay, guess what fish this is. Ready? Oh, fuck. I actually don't know what the fish looks like. Yeah, we're gonna learn about that today. It kind of actually looks like a whale. Okay, and not until I add this. Oh. What's that? Oh. What's that? Oh, I think you guys know what this fit. No, it's not a dog. It's not a dog.
As you know, blackboard chalk dust was carcinogenic.
Carcinogenic? Carcinogenic? What does that mean? Carcinogenic? I can just imagine somebody raising their hand and just saying, teacher, by the way, the blackboard is carcinogenic. And then everyone's like, what? Okay. Oh, thank you for the suba. It causes cancer. Thanks. See, the more you know. I guess I won't be licking blackboards, chalkboards, green boards. I appreciate it. I mean, it actually is green. It's actually green. Everything I own is green. So now we have technology, and I can absolutely draw on the table. But I'm setting good standards today in front of my students, for you guys to graduate into becoming real life scouts. So I will not be drawing on the table today. Thank you for the 12 months, Eclair. Thank you. 1 year? Holy cow. Holy moly. It's been a year. What? What timeline are we in? Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so we're gonna learn about fish today. What do you guys know about fish? That is a very genuine question. I mean, I think, if I say the word fish, type and send in chat The first word that comes to your mind, the first word that pops up in your little noggin. When I say fish, what do you say? Fish, scally. Fish, tasty. Stinky, sushi. Water, silver. Oh yeah, silverfish. Silverfish. I've killed a silverfish bug before. Fish, cat. Okay, fish, slimy. Very slimy. Fish, shorg. Phase connect. Fish, princess. Colorful. Fish, tuber. Oh, there's a tubular. Oh, there's a lot of words that come up. I see. You guys are all so smart and educated. I like that one answer. Oh, spiny. Oh, with the bones and stuff, and the scales are spiny. And they hear paper boit. Paper boit. Paper boit. Okay, that's a good one, but that's actually 2 words, so you get that's a fail. That's a disqualification. You're out of my classroom. Get out. That's 2 words. I asked for 1. A paper would have worked. Both would have worked, but you combined the 2. All right, damn. Just kidding. Paper boy, the paper boy. Paper boy. Okay, you passed the first test, everybody. Congratulations. So, my name is Rye. I am your sensei today. Now, please refer to me as sensei or Rye-chan or Rye-kun or that's about it. So if you could please refer to me as such, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will refer to you as Scout Scholars. You won't call me any of those. What the heck? Looks like you guys need recess. Everyone's kind of grumpy. My face when I thought I forgot I was subbed on Twitch. I was wondering why I wasn't getting emotes on YouTube. Oh no! Well, welcome. Thanks for the 10 months. Thank you, Dido Dude. That's very cool of you. Thanks, Dido Dude. Thank you for your support. Rai-chan Sensei. Yeah, that's me. Thank you. I can respond to that. Rai-chan Sensei. Sure, Moldy-kun. Yeah, I'll draw a picture for you. Now, this isn't very classroom friendly, but this is how I'm feeling. That's my middle finger. You know what that means in the Americas? I can't say that. I'm gonna have to beep. Beep, 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 beep. I censored myself. What state was that? That was, Texas. Wait, he kind of looks like a guy. That's his shoe. That's his thigh gap. Oh, it's kind of cute. This is you. And this is the fishing pole. And then this is the line that's casted. And this is the bobber. Oh, that's you. So cute. This actually looks scary. Don't hang that on your fridge. It's just standing there menacingly. So everybody, Scout Sunday is real. We're gonna be learning about fish. That's correct. Fishing, fish. There's a lot that goes with fish theme. We're gonna hit a couple of main themes today. And I am big on citationing my sources. So I'm going to update my YouTube description, and I'm going to link all of the videos that we're going to be watching today. So if you want to double back and go look at the videos, that'll be there. Support the creators. We are getting factual today.
Teacher, will we be learning about 𝗂𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋?
𝗂𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋𝗋. What is that? Like, I just got here. I had my coffee. I'm just starting the day. And I'm gonna put in the description viewer aggression. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, how do you spell that? Viewer discretion is advised, and I mean that sincerely. Because we will be going into detail on how to fillet a fish. So if you're not into, you know, bloody filleting fish, I'll let you know when that video's coming up, so you can look away and avert your eyes. Viewer discretion advised. Now, how do I put that in the description? Potentially sensitive content such as violence, strong language, or mature themes. Do I put that in my YouTube subscription? I mean, my YouTube description? I feel like YouTube's gonna bonk me if I put sexual themes. Viewer discretion advised. Filleting fish in parentheses video. Okay. Credits below. Credits below. So we are getting factual today, little breads. We are going to be watching a lot of YouTube videos. Like we did last time. We're gonna talk about them, we're gonna take notes on them, and we're gonna learn. Yippee! Okay, so the description is saved. So, we are going... Is this gonna be on the midterms? The midterms? Yeah, in like a year. I don't have time to do midterms for you guys. I don't got time for that. I'm a busy bread. Hi, Rye. Hello. I mean, excuse me. Actually, refer to me as Sensei-chan. I'm Sensei-chan. Oh, anonymous. Thank you for the gifted. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yo. So, I'm gonna teach. Well, we're gonna learn together. I'm gonna be taking nice little notes along with it. So the first video we have is called Fishing Basics. Now I'm also going to put the credits above here because this is their content. We want to honor that. We gotta let the... Oh my god, my piece of paper! Oh my god, it's on the wrong... Oh god, it's on the wrong... Hold on. Why is it cropped like that? Why are you cropped like that? Why are you defying the laws of cropping? Where did you... How? There we go. Okay. Did you guys hear the volume alright? You guys hear the volume? Where am I? Where am I? Fishing basics. Okay, now I can hear it. Wow. This better not get me demonetized. This better be copy-free music, copyright-free music. Okay, so handling fish. I gotta take my notes.
So this is a hybrid striped bass. These fish are stocked in Ohio waterways by the Ohio Division
It's
of Wildlife.
cropped badly, by the way. I'm sorry.
𝗱cie Reservoir, Griggs Reservoir, some places like that. It's a very common fish to come across.
Where?
They have a lot of danger zones. These fish have a lot of places that can hurt you pretty quick.
How do I pause? By the way, students, so I put this video here because I'm gonna be wearing gloves now. So for the next fishes that I catch, I'm gonna be wearing gloves because apparently, and I didn't know this, apparently fish kind of hurt, and they can kind of actually pierce your skin. The fish have little scaly whalies on them and sharpy nailies and stuff. And sometimes they're like poisonous too. Not very spectacular. Yeah. But I don't know, I didn't know that. And catfish too are pointy. So this video, I'm pretty sure is going to be talking about how to handle them in a safe way where you don't get hurt. Yeah. I know, because they flop around and then they're unpredictable and they can scrape you. There's a specific way to grab them. Handled carp, oh god. Feels like every fish is out there to hurt you. Even though we're hunting them. Fish fear. I fear fish, actually.
Let's talk about a few of those. The first one is the gill plate. Right behind a gill plate, that can get pretty sharp.
Okay, so behind... Okay, we're already taking our first notes. So behind a gill plate... Robert, thank you for the follow. Behind the gill plate is sharp. Okay, that's already a good note.
Back air, and then probably the most dangerous, gets most people, is a dorsal fin. Those
dorsal.
Are very sharp.
Okay, so the dorsal is what? So there's fins. It's the dorsal fin that's particularly always sharp. You never use gloves. Oh, you've been stabbed a few times and it hurts? Oh. And then you eat them. They hurt you and then you eat them. What a power move.
Very hard. They hurt really bad when you get stuck by one of those. Those are almost like little needles that'll stick you. So
okay, oh, it's the top fin. Thank you. That's a good... So it's always the top fin. Okay.
When you're grabbing the fish, there's a couple ways to do it. You can get them by the thumb and get it in the mouth, kind of like this. When you grab them by the jaw, it kind of locks them into place. They tend not to jump around.
Okay, you grab them by the bottom lip?
Take your hand, get them right behind the gills, squeeze fairly hard.
Okay, so you grab them by the bottom lip. Grab them by the bottom lip jaw area. And and then what? Grab the fish gills area. I don't know if that's right.
Just a firm grip so that you have control of the fish all the time.
You got caught by a catfish?
Another good way is to hold them over the middle of the back and kind of get your whole hand around them. But in order to do that, you got to lay that dorsal fin down. So what I do is I take a wet hand, I start in the middle of their back, I slide that fin down, and then I get a hold of them just like that. And now I've got complete control of the time. Another good way.
Did I just fuck up the video?
Is to hold them over the control the fish, squeeze fairly hard. Just a firm grip so that you have control of the fish all the time.
Firm grip.
Another good way
wet hand
is to hold them over the middle of the back and kind of get your whole hand around them. But in order to do that, you got to lay that dorsal fin down. So what I do is I take a wet hand, I start in the middle of their back, I slide that fin down, and then I get a hold of them just like that.
Okay.
And now I've got
I think that fish is dead. That's why it's not moving.
So now we're going to talk about the crappie. This one happens to be a black crappie. We're going to talk about taking them off the hook and some things you have to watch out for. It's got a few sharp spots on it. The dorsal fin, those are very sharp, very hard, and there's some on the anal fin right there. Those can get you too. So how I combat that is with a wet hand. I start at the front of the fish up by the head, and I slide all those
you don't want to lip fish with
sharp
teeth.
Now I've got control of this fish. This fish is now ready to be unhooked. And now you can do with this fish what you want. Crappies make excellent table fare. You can take this home and eat it, or you can let it go for someone else to catch another day.
It looks so tiny. Okay, so
what we have here is a largemouth
bass.
This is another very common species in Ohio. You're going to find this in all of our reservoirs and public waters. You're going to run into these in rivers, streams, especially in farm ponds and places like that. Bass are fairly easy to handle. There's not a whole lot of danger spots on them. Again, like on the other fish, one of the danger spots is their dorsal
Put down
fin.
the dorsal.
Most of the time, I don't handle bass like that.
Oh, it's a bass. It's a bass.
One of the recommended ways to handle bass is just how I got my thumb right there in their mouth.
Piranha.
So this is how I'm going to handle the fish. This is how I'm going to keep my hands on it. On bass, especially larger ones, I like to make sure my hands are wet because these have a slime coat on it, and most of the time I'm letting these go.
Imagine a giant monster grabs you by the mouth. Oh, they're just scared.
Just to keep some of the stress off the jaw when I'm handling bass, just to make it easy like that. So on a small one like this, I'm gonna hold on to it with my thumb.
He's doing it raw, no gloves.
I'm gonna work that hook out, and now that fish is ready to be released.
Aww.
So this is a bluegill. You're going to find this fish in all of our public waters, most farm ponds that you fish. Most bodies of waters usually have bluegills or some sort of sunfish. They're all put together about the same. There are a few spots on here that you have to watch out for. Most notably is the dorsal fin on the middle of the back.
So every fish has a dorsal.
So the way that I handle these fish is with a wet hand. I take like...
Which I didn't know because I've handled so many fish and it's never hurt me. Like, I just kind of grab them. I don't know. It's never hurt before. That's so interesting. Now I'm gonna be extra careful.
I put it on the middle of the back and just slide those fins down and just get a grip on them
they are tiny,
like this. And now I have
bluegill.
complete control of that fish. Now I'm going to just...
Well, not all of them are painful.
That fish is now ready to go into a bucket, into a cooler, or back into the lake.
Bye-bye. Goodbye, bluegill.
Here's a great example of the rainbow trout that we stock in our public waters.
I know that from Animal Crossing.
You could expect to catch trout this size and anywhere we stock fish. They're a little bit harder to hold. They're slippery. They wiggle a lot. The good thing about the trout is there's not a lot of sharp fins. They're dorsal fins.
This one's
they're
cute
pectoral
looking.
fins, anal fins. None of that is really sharp. Their gills aren't sharp. They're just hard to hold on to. So when you get a hold of one, it's good to just get a good grip on them. Get your fingers kind of around their body. Most of the time when you're catching this, you're catching them for the table. When I'm taking these fish off the hook, I'm using a pair of pliers, and I'm working it out like that. I'm going to let this fish go, but normally this is a fish that you take home to put on the table.
Okay. I'm going to put it on the table. Okay, so that was our notes. That was our notes so far. So we learned a little bit of the anatomy. Now every fish is a little bit different, but they have a gill plate, and behind the gill plates are usually sharp, so you want to stay away from getting your fingers underneath the gill plate. Dorsal fin. So dorsal fin is the top fin. And that's always gonna be sharp, probably, maybe, but you get a wet your hands, and then brush down the fish. Oh my god, I can illustrate it here. Okay, so this is a dorsal fin. This is the anal fin. Sorry, I can't not laugh at that. Okay, so this is the dorsal. Dorsal. This is probably the gill plate here. Gill. Okay, anatomy. We are liking this anatomy. Okay, anyways. Anatomy. What else are we missing so far? Oh yeah, you want to get a wet hand and then like brush away, like groom back the dorsal fin. And then when you grab onto them, get a good tight grip around here, like if that's your hand. There we go. Okay, so we learned a little bit about handling fish. Are we gonna level the other fish? What does level mean? That is a funny looking. I'm gonna guess that's a rainbow trout that I just drew. Yeah, give the fish a death grip, a wet death grip. Yeah, I'm the scour rabbit. Okay. Grab them by the bottom lip, the jaw. Only, okay, like... Oh, where's my music? Grab them by the bottom lip. Okay, if that's if they don't have sharp teeth. And then grab the fish gills area. And lay down the dorsal fin. And then grip hard. I think I'm ready. So that fish is not very hydrodynamic, senpai, right? Well, that's a good, outstanding question, little scout. Let me assure you. I don't know what that word means. So I think we're okay. Hydrodynamic? Oh yeah, the pointy things. Oh, so it looks more like, looks more like this. They kind of like stick out like that, right? That's the pointy stuff. Yeah, you don't want to get spined. Okay, that makes sense. I like my little rabbit pen. It's so cute. Rabbit pen. So, did you guys learn something new? I definitely learned something new. I'm surprised that I haven't really paid attention to their sharpiness. That is interesting. So the next notes we got. The next notes. So the next video. The next video. Oh, you're learning new things, yippee! to bleed a fish. Now again, viewer discretion is advised for this particular video. Viewer discretion is advised. It's gonna have some gory fish. I've never knew what bleeding a fish is, but apparently it makes the quality of the taste better. Makes the fish taste better. Yeah, viewer discretion is advised. Okay, so if you can't stomach that stuff, that's no problem. Just don't watch this part. It's Biz! Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Oh.
Fun fact: seals eat
You like fun
fish
facts?
to avoid the scales snagging in their throats.
What?
They can turn fish around in their mouths using their tongues.
God, what'd that tongue do? What? Seals can turn around food in their... I mean... I guess I could do that. I could do that, no problem. I could turn around food in my mouth with my tongue. Yeah, it's the Olympics. Thank you for the fun fact. That's kind of weird. I kind of want to get like an X-ray of that. Like an X-ray, like internal view of a seal turning around fish in their mouth. How did they figure that out? How did scientists figure that out? How do you figure out an animal turns around food in their mouth? Interesting. Seal, you can't do that? Oh, poor seal. Wrong seal. Okay. So, let me get rid of this. Oh. Ah! Don't look at that! Close your eyes! Okay. My bad. Okay. So the next video, yes. Here we go. Viewer discretion is advised! Gory fish, I'm sorry. Gory fish, I know. Alright, let's take notes.
Hey, what's up everyone out there? Thanks so much for tuning in to another Addicted Fishing tutorial. Today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the importance of bleeding your fish. So we got a nice little stalker trout sitting in the net here.
I've never seen
just a little
my
guy,
dad
but that's all right. He's gonna make good.
fish.
He's gonna make a good little chicken nugget for me. But we're gonna show you how to bleed these things properly, what to do, how to take care of them to make sure that your fish that you catch is gonna taste good for you on the grill. So that's coming up for you next.
Discretion is advised. What's this music? The best.
Alright everyone, before we get going here,
because you know I'm gonna be eating them.
Up to 3,000 likes, and I'm gonna randomly select someone from the comments to win an Addicted Fishing prize pack. We're gonna give you an Addicted hat, an Addicted decal, and an Addicted t-shirt. 3,000 likes, hit the thumbs up button, drop a comment below, we're gonna randomly select from the comments. Pick one of you guys out there, or girls out there, to win a little prize from us. And again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope you guys are learning a bunch. We hope we're helping you guys get out on the water and catch a bunch of fish.
Thank you!
Let's get in here and talk about these fish. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna lift this gill plate up. You can see his gills exposed. I'm gonna cut those three, like so. I'm gonna go to the other side.
I regret this.
I'm gonna cut those three like so.
I didn't.
I'm gonna drop them back in the net.
Oh God! I think I have to rewatch that.
If you look in there, see how that blood is really pumping out of that fish?
I was busy screaming.
Clean your scissors off there. Get back into this fish. Grab him again. And just start kind of wiggling him back and forth, making sure all that blood is getting out of there. It's really important that you keep him in the water, because what's going to happen if you don't is if you cut the gills and it starts to bleed, the blood will just start to coagulate and it'll just block itself from bleeding out. If you keep it in the water, it never gets a chance to do that. It just keeps kind of pumping out of the fish. So I'm going to let him sit in there in that net for a little bit and just keep pumping the blood out there. Okay, so while that guy's sitting in the net bleeding, let's talk about the importance of this. So have you ever like sat down, kind of taken a bite of fish and you got like a really like fishy taste to it?
Yes.
That typically has a lot to do with the blood. So on a lot of fish, what you want to do is just make sure you get it bled extremely good and then get it right away and put it on ice. That's really, really important. Firms up the meat, keeps it nice. If you have a cold lake or somewhere cold that you're fishing, you could just throw them right back in the water, kind of on a stringer, and they'll sit in the cold water, and it works similar as it would at ice. But you want to make sure that the water temperature is really...
Okay, wait, I gotta pause this. Okay, so... things that make the taste better. Things that make the fish taste better, like less fishy sea taste. Let it bleed out. So you basically make 2 incisions. I'm trying to use a big word right here. Incisions on either side of the gill underneath. Let it bleed out in cold water, ideally, and then rest in ice. Rest in ice, okay?
Cold if you're gonna do that. So again, like I said, it's really, really important.
Salt and vinegar.
Bleed your fish. Trust me, any fish. I don't care if it's a crappie, a walleye, a sturgeon, a salmon, a trout.
Walleye.
I don't care what it is. By bleeding it, once you clean that thing, it's gonna be way better for the table. Trust me on that.
Okay,
so like I said, I'm in a pretty cold lake. I didn't bring any ice with me, so I'm just kind of leaving these fish in the lake, and I think they're gonna be all right because this lake temperature is pretty cold. So I just have my straight up metal stringer here. I'm just gonna put that through the gill plate like so.
I gotta get used to this.
And then close her. And she's dialed.
What the hell is
this? Got a few guys there. One nice fatty.
This looks psychopathic.
Let those things hang.
Oh my god!
And then I have my little just oar-lock thing
there.
that I put this metal stringer up through and clip it in. And then those fish are hanging nicely in the water.
I've never seen that before. Every fisher has their own technique, you know?
Stick it back up front. You're ready to roll. Ready to catch another one, folks.
Oh my god.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to
Why did it get so loud? I have never seen that technique before. A stringer, is that what that's called? A stringer? I mean, dead fish? Like, they're just like hanging there. I've never seen that on a chain.
I got my nice Gerber fillet knife here. This is a fillet away fish mat. Super nice. You put a little pressure on it and your fish doesn't slide around too much.
The poor guy looks traumatized.
Basically what I like to do is I go right up the belly here.
Do you guys know how to fillet a fish? Pulling a dynamite, dragging the action
quick and easy way, and then I'll just come in right here like this, cut down and across, and then just start working your way down the backbone.
Oh god, that's crunchy sounding. Yeah, I don't.
Like so. That's your first side. All right, so we got this nice,
you just went
tasty fillet here. And this method that I'm doing, this is the gutless method, so you don't have to take the guts out. But if you want, you know, if they're in your way, you could just come in here with your hand.
Just grab it.
And just
oonga boonga. Just
basically
grab the
make one cut here, one cut there.
Completely
and get the
bloodless.
guts out of there so they're out of your way. But it's your call, really.
I know the guts.
Okay, the other side's the same thing. Come down here.
Yeah, this is what McDonald's do when you get your fillet fish.
But
this is what they do in the kitchen when you're not looking.
Bring your knife in here at a 45 and just kind of push against the bone slightly as you're pulling down, pulling away.
I like the rain sound. I'm not.
Like so.
This music's really ruining the vibe.
There you go. Now you got 2 nice trout fillets.
That looks nice.
Discard that.
Discard.
And then what you're gonna do here, you're gonna come in like this. And get these bones out.
Yeah, this is the bone part.
I just like to go like this.
This is what my dad showed me.
Just.
You gotta get the bones out. Oh, is the knife dull?
Just like this.
It kind of seems like it's a little dull. This turned very ASMR-y for a bit. I think I heard him breathing.
That's what I like to do. Again, you can do it however you want, but that leaves you one nice, good little fillet.
Nice, good little fillet.
Looks like I might got a little bit of a dorsal fin right here, so I'll cut that off.
Cut the dorsal fin. We don't want that.
Same thing on the other side. Just come in behind these bones right here and just work your way down.
Are you guys like pro fish filleters in here? You guys can tell.
And again, I don't really like this fat
types of
belly meat down here. Some guys like it, some guys don't. So I will typically just do that and then slice straight through and cut it off. There you go. Two nice
Fish
little trout
filleting
fillets.
ASMR. I would think that
There
sounds
you go.
really
I hope you
squishy.
guys learned something here. Thanks again for tuning in. We
Yeah,
appreciate every single one of you. We'll see you on the river.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me write down what I learned. Okay. So things that make this fish taste better. Less fishy sea taste. So you let it bleed out because a lot of the sea taste comes from the blood. That makes sense. So you make 2 incisions on either side of the gill underneath. And then you just kind of let it bleed out in cold, preferably, ideally cold water. And let it rest in ice when it's done. Okay. Are you staying on the same page as I, little scouts? Are you learning? Are you on the same page? Oh, I'm okay. Text. Okay, the next thing that we learned, when filleting a fish, man, I don't know. Cut down the belly. I'm gonna keep this really general and vague because I don't know much. Cut down the belly. Grab out the guts. Grab out the guts. The foots. The guts. The gits. The guts. I can't type. And then kind of like shave off the bone area. Cut off any dorsals. Cut off any dorsals. Pretty sure you just let the knife right along the spine of the fish as you fillet. Oh, cut down the belly in the middle. Oh, you've done this before. A lot of you guys are pros in here. Man, I don't know. Just have that as a soundboard. I hope you learned something today. Man, I don't know. Alright, so I hope you guys learned something in that episode. That was by Addicted Fishing. Thank you, Addicted Fishing, for your educational content. Alright, so the next one is a bit more specific because I know that this video didn't really go into it that immensely. So I chose a fish. We're gonna do how to fillet a catfish tutorial. Now this is a really popular video, I've noticed. Has like a million views. So we're gonna learn how to fillet a catfish.
Hey, what's going on, guys? 𝗀𝗻𝗿𝗀𝗀 here, and today I'm here to show you how to fillet this catfish.
Where's the video?
Now, I'm gonna show you a method that I use to get the cleanest, best tasting fillets of the cat. They're one of my favorite.
Hold on, I don't hear the video.
They have super moist, tender meat.
It kind of looks like a picture. I'm scared.
You don't have to worry about any of that muddy flavor that they have a reputation for. Let's get started on this guy right now, and I'll show you how to do it. Now I can hear the video. All right, the first thing I've done with this catfish is clip off the spine. So I clipped off the back spine, clipped off the 2 side spines.
I think there's supposed to be a video played. I don't know where's... I broke it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? 𝗀𝗻𝗿𝗀𝗀.
Oh no, I think this video's glitched. I think it's glitched, guys. Properties. Okay, let's try again.
Hey, what's going on, guys? 𝗀𝗻𝗿𝗀𝗀.
Okay, I think this video might be broken. It's not playing like the video. It's like kind of frozen. It's supposed to be him talking, but it's like stuck on
guys? 𝗀𝗻𝗿𝗀𝗀 here, and today I'm here to show you how to fillet.
It's borked! That's okay. I can save it. I can save this. Don't worry. Let me go in my downloads area. Okay. Google down. What the fig? Google downloads. Google downloads. I don't even know where my Google downloads are. Google downloads. I'm so bad at this organization computer stuff. Hold on, I can save it. I can save it. Automatic. Sensei is busy. Sensei's busy right now. Don't talk to Sensei. Rye-kun. Rye-chan. Yeah, I can't skip to the video because when I skip to the video, it breaks the file. So I'm downloading a new version of it because I do want to see this video. I think it's I think it would be educational. I want to catch a fish. I want to fillet it. It's still downloading. It's kind of taking forever. I download all the YouTube videos so I don't have to deal with advertisements doxing me, because they say, like, sometimes I get advertisements where it's like, you want to apply for this college in insert local area that's only, like, how many miles away? Wow. I don't like those. I've done the advertising thing where, like, you make it so it doesn't apply to your location, but I still get advertisements, like, based off of my location, and I don't like that. Okay.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Caleb Westad here, and today I'm here to show you how to fillet this catfish. Now, I'm going to show you a method that I use to get the cleanest, best tasting fillets off a cat. They're one of my favorite fish to eat. They have super moist, tender meat, and if you fillet them properly, you don't have to worry about any of that muddy flavor that they have a reputation for.
And
Let's get started on this guy right now, and I'll show you how to do it. All right, the first thing I've done with this catfish is clip off the spine. So I clipped off the back spine, clipped off the two side spines.
You guys can hear it, right?
Make this fish much easier to work with. Now the knife I'm going to be using is a 7-inch 𝗱𝗀𝗀𝗀 tapered flex conventional knife.
It's working! I fixed it!
I found a conventional knife to be the best way to clean a cat.
The best way.
But if you have a good electric fillet knife technique,
this catfish is fucking huge.
Where we're going to start on this catfish is similar
to a lot of other species, on YouTube there's a lot it's me. My name is Rye. Hello.
How a cat is
Thanks for dropping by.
So right here, you can see there's a pretty hard bone that comes down here, right behind the bone. That's going to come up in here.
Oh, I gotta take notes on being bad.
Basically starts a little bit further back. This is all hard, bony head all the way back to here.
That is a hard.
So we're gonna start right behind this bone.
That is a big.
I'm gonna cut straight down like this, and then I'm gonna follow that meat just up to where it meets that hard head.
So you cut along the head.
Right in there, and there's just a little chunk of meat in there. It's not very big.
So you separate the head from the body.
Just the center line, just above the center line.
Why would you need an electric knife?
When I get to here, there's a big bone that surrounds the base of this bony fin.
The dorsal.
It kind of comes right down.
I'm learning.
Here, so you have to actually come
I know what that fin is called. Dorsal.
Around it. And I leave my knife angled in towards the fish so that I can get that meat kind of underneath that bone.
Okay.
And then you can come back around to the center line again right there. And then we're just going to continue down.
Slide down. Just
fish.
Slide the knife down through the middle.
A little
just
bit
like
above center line.
Down the middle.
Okay, good. Right there. And I'm only cutting in about 1.5 inches or so.
1.5 inches.
Now, when I get to the front of this
fish are weak to lightning damage.
That's where I know
I had a dream I got electrocuted.
And take off the rest of the tail meat.
Okay.
Which is all boneless. So we're just gonna cut our way right down.
I feel like I would fuck this part up, where you cut down the middle.
And cut through. There you see we got a nice...
That's pretty beautiful.
Nice clean cut there. Now I'm gonna lift this back and I'm gonna cut straight forward until I hit the first rib.
You cut down first and then you cut uppies.
And basically my knife is gonna end up kind of just ahead of that anal fin and at a slight angle forward. And now
I'm gonna stick my fish in the power outlet if I want to.
The top of the ribs. So I'm just gonna go kind of follow my cut down that I made already on the back.
Oh, thank you for the 9 months. Thank you, Crispy. Thank you, thank you.
You can hear my knife ticking along those ribs right there. So now I'm actually gonna put the fish on its belly, and that's gonna help pull this meat away.
It's kind of yellow in there. Why is it yellow?
And I'm gonna follow
Why is it yellow in there? I don't like that.
And around.
What is that? Is that the magnesium? Yellow.
And basically on a catfish, the ribs come almost to the skin.
This looks complicated.
Once you get out past about midway down the ribs,
thank you. Hello. Hello there.
Fillet right off at an angle like that.
I am back. I do be back.
So you get that little bit thicker meat on the belly down here that way.
Why
that pretty
is it
much
yellow?
gets all the meat off the cat. So there's kind of a notch here where I cut almost. It's like
it's
V.
fat. Okay.
So you go in and then
it's
back
a fat
out,
fish.
and then around this little bone, and then down through here. And then once you get to here, it's all gravy. But this is that little bit trickier area to navigate in a catfish.
If I gave you guys a catfish, would you be able to fillet it right now, right here?
So let's push this.
Oh, thank you for the gift. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for the gift.
One thing I always like to do throughout this process is keep my table nice and clean. So keep the slime off it with that squeegee.
Oh, the squeegee.
Nice clean surface to skin this.
All right,
whenever I skin a fish, I always like to move it to the edge of the table. That's a big,
hearty fillet.
It's easier for my knife to kind of get a nice angle on it. Now on a catfish,
if I threw a catfish to the screen, it would land on your guys' keyboard.
Between the skin and the meat, there's a red.
Oh, you don't like filleting catfish? I can tell. This is kind of a process.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my cut here on the tail, and I'm going to skin a little bit.
I feel like the catfish has a lot of steps to it.
And you do have to have some knife control for this.
I have knife control.
But I'm not going to skin this fish all the way down to the table. I'm just going to leave a little bit of meat on the skin.
Okay.
With that red nasty part on it.
You've never seen a catfish IRL? So. You want to see the catfish that we caught?
See, I didn't leave much on there, but you can see all that red in there.
I can grab it from my Twitter.
That's going to stay with the skin. That's what gives that catfish the muddy flavor. And now you can see on this fillet, look how clean that is. If you skin that right down to the skin, there's going to be a big
He's so happy to got caught.
And that's going to have that
we let him go.
Muddy flavor to it. Now see here, the only part that's left is this little bit right in the middle. And I'm just going to split this fillet right down the center.
I got a cute catfish. This one's kind of big.
That red patch cute. Right out. And you kind of angle your knife in. There isn't much right on the lateral line, but the lateral line also has some flavor to it that you don't necessarily want.
My dad's been catching a lot of crabs.
I'm just going to split that fillet right down the center,
I get jump scared because he'll put them in the sink with water.
All the way down.
They just kind of chill and sit there for a little while before they get boiled. A little grabbies.
Very little meat on the very end of the tail. And that's how
it looks so tiny.
Nice.
The fillets look so tiny that comes out of the fish.
None of that muddy flavor left in it whatsoever. All right, so let's do the second side.
Look how big that guy is. Oh, that's just one side. Oh, I see.
So we're just gonna cut
like behind the bone of the head.
That bone there.
Then the dorsal fin has a bone on it.
This is where having those spines cut off makes a big difference because I can actually lay the catfish down.
The guy looks like a beast.
Okay, now we're going to get to right here.
I think the catfish looks pretty badass. Is it a mackerel? Macaroni and cheese.
We'll come back up here and go all the way up to that first rib right there. Flip the catfish this way.
I wonder why the fillet knife is like
down in that notch.
Curved like that. Ooh, you hear that? That's the ribs. The rib cage.
And then follow those ribs.
Okay, so the catfish has a big bone down the middle. That's really interesting. Because of the dorsal fin. Interesting.
Basically,
yeah, it could be sharper. It could be sharper. I can sharpen.
Skin. And we're just gonna
I've seen people sharpen knives. It looks cool. You drag it against a cube or something.
Now we got both sides off.
Ooh, stronger fish to catch. I'm gonna catch a big one.
Now again, I like to clean my table before I skin it.
Oh.
Just keeps that extra slime and gunk off.
That looks like the little windshield wipers you see at the gas station.
Keep our knife about 1/8 inch off the table, I would say 1/8 to 1/4.
I don't know what 1/8 of an inch looks like. Do you guys know what 1/8 of an inch looks like?
Tricky. It takes some practice to get it right. You don't want to leave a lot of meat on there. But
that looks yummy. I want to eat that.
To keep that red meat off the fillet. It takes a sharp knife.
You guys know what 1/8 of an inch looks like?
Okay, now on this one, see I left a little bit on the
you know what an inch looks like? If you look at your finger and you look at the joints on your finger, one joint of your finger is like an inch.
Off the fillet.
Or like look at your knuckle.
So basically, if you leave a little bit on there,
like if you curve your finger,
you can just take your knife and shave it off.
In the flat of your knuckle, that's roughly an inch.
Just like that, real easy. As long as you have a sharp knife, again.
So why is he cutting that red bit off? Is that still guts?
Now again, we're gonna split this Just go in a little bit.
That's the spine
from
right
the side,
there.
get that little bit of red.
I guess you don't eat that
down.
red part. Mmm.
Same on the other side.
The sharp knives are satisfying. Have you guys ever eaten a fried oyster? It kind of grosses me out. I like oysters, don't get me wrong. But when it's fried, you bite into it and like all of the juice kind of comes out of the fried part. And it's kind of weird
clean chunks
to
of meat
feel.
that are going to have very mild,
like you bite into a fried oyster
muddy taste whatsoever.
and then it just starts leaking
so that's it, guys.
everywhere.
Pretty simple,
it's kind of
basic,
disturbing.
but it definitely gives you the best tasting fillets.
Oyster's good. I do like oysters.
If you found value in this video,
fried?
please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content like this. I'll leave another video right here for you.
I feel like
we'll see you next time.
This is a type of video that I would just kind of have to watch over and over again for me to solidify in my brain how to fillet a catfish. I feel like I'm starting on hard mode. I don't think the catfish is very easy to fillet. What's my favorite seafood? I would say clams. I like clams. I really like clams. I don't like scallions. Scallions taste like nothing to me. It feels like... I think, like, scallions would be equal to tofu. Like, I feel like... I don't know. I would rather not fill my tummy up on scallions. Do I like cod? I like modern warfare. Kind of tubey. Oh, they're tubey. Catfish is tubey. Oysters are swallowing a huge solid booger. No, I like oysters, just not fried. I don't like fried. Okay. So let's see if I took my mental notes. I don't think I did. Let's see if I took my mental notes. Okay. Okay. So everybody, the catfish kind of looks like this. This is like the head, right? There's a part where you cut down, you cut into it, and you make an incision like this. So you separate the body from the head. There's a hard bone here, and then there's also there's a hard bone all the way down the spine. With the dorsal fin, there's a bone. So you want to cut on this side of it. Oh god, I always forget what the tails look like. And then, so you make an incision here. Well, let me actually highlight that in red. Incision in here, incision there. And then, you get the knife, and you kind of like, okay, so like if this is the knife, right? Well, I think it actually, yeah, it curves like that. That would be the knife, okay? And then you gotta like slide it down like this, through the tail. Not through the tail. You stop like right here. I think I'm learning! Like this. Does that look right to you guys? Whoa, I locked in. That doesn't look bad. Okay, I see it. Avoid their stomachs since catfish are nasty. Oh god. I forgot about the guts part. I didn't see any guts. Was there guts in that? Where's his whiskers? Wait. There we go. There's his whiskers. They're standing up. He looks like a little cockroach. A little roach. Oh, he avoided the guts in the video. Yeah, I don't think so. I didn't think I saw guts. So the next video that we have, I'm gonna have to watch a lot of filleting videos. Just so I can memorize it eventually. The next video is Fishing 101. Fishing 101, a nice classic.
Hi everybody, I'm Jason Mannity with GetFishing.ca. I'm here
like
to talk to you a little bit about a few fishing tips and how to get started if you've never fished before.
Have a good energy
Plus we'll throw in a few pro tips as well.
Guide for Beginners by CBC News.
In Saskatchewan primarily, most people are fishing for northern pike, walleyes, or yellow perch. Now, there's quite a difference in size, particularly between yellow perch and northern pike.
Wait, what is he talking about?
Always do it for all applications. So this rod...
I gotta rewind this. Oh, I broke the video! Okay, there you go. Sorry, guys. I did... We're back.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jason Mannity with GetFishing.ca. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about a few fishing tips and how to get started if you've never fished before. Plus, we'll throw in a few pro tips as well.
I love pro tips. We love pro tips. Picking a fishing rod.
In Saskatchewan, primarily, most people are fishing for northern pike, walleyes, or yellow perch.
I don't know what
there's quite a difference in size, particularly between yellow perch and northern pike. So one rod doesn't always do it for all applications.
Okay.
So this rod in this hand is what is called a bit of a lighter open face spinning outfit. And what makes it lighter is it's got a quicker tip that bends rather quickly, and it can handle lighter test line and also lighter lures, which is really important so that you can fish smaller things to catch perch and small walleye. Whereas this one is a lot heavier of an outfit, can handle up to 3/4 of an ounce of a lure. You see,
you guys know what he's talking about?
Really, really solid in the backbone, and you can throw much larger lures for much larger fish. Just monofilament is plastic. The tip is very curved. Got some stretch to it. Works really, really well on lighter rods with lighter line applications. The heavier braided line, this is almost like thread. It has no stretch whatsoever, but it's really, really tough. So if you have leaves or wood or rocks, it tends to be much more abrasion resistant against those things and holds up a lot better than the monofilament.
Okay, I don't know what that section was talking about.
What you're using to attract the fish and hopefully get them to bite your lure.
Okay.
Got an assortment here. I'm starting with what are called jigs. These jigs. I've got this one is plain. That one you would put a live bait on, like a worm or a leech. On this one, or even a preserved frozen minnow once it's thawed out. This one here, it's got the blade on it too, but it also has a rubber tail that ribbons beautifully.
I put this video up. That's like a teaching video, and then after this video is a teaching video, but it's very laid back. So they're very different vibes. I'm curious to see the difference.
Water and catches really, really big fish. You're going to want to add some additional tools to make sure you have a safe day out on the water and enhance your chances of actually landing that fish on shore.
Light action equals tip and rod bends easily. Heavy action, stiffer ocean.
When it comes to walleye, especially northern pike, they've got really, really big fang-like teeth. So
action rods. Action rods.
Your hand is far away from the mouth, so you can grab that hook and pull it back out the opposite way that it went in. Really, really handy tool. These ones are jaw spreaders. This is a little spring. As you can see by the diagram here, it'll open and hold the fish's mouth open so you can get in there and pop that lure out. We've got your filleting knife
there's
here
a torch device.
keep one for dinner.
For keeping the mouth open.
Scissors to cut that line if you ever need to. I add a file because a file is really, really important for keeping those hooks sharp. Most of the time if you lose a fish, it's because that hook is dull and hasn't quite hooked them good enough.
Oh. I never knew that before.
When it comes to an open face spinning reel, what you need to do is obviously I've got a weight on the end of this particular outfit. You flip this ring over and you put your finger on the line just like that. As soon as you let go with your finger,
this is the stuff that gets me confused.
So you hold it and then you figure out where I'm going to cast. So I'm going to cast over that way. So you always
every time I cast, I make sure I try not to hit my dad.
You let your finger off the line, and then when it lands on the water, you manually flip that ring over, which is really, really important so your line doesn't twist. And then you just simply start retrieving.
I do recognize this process.
You can jig it back. It really, really depends on the kind of lure
I get stuck in something.
If you feel pressure or a bit of a thump, you want to set that hook. Set it hard. And
what does that mean?
That rod and reel at about a 45-degree angle.
I don't know what a 45-degree angle looks like. Wait, I do.
You want to make sure you keep the pressure on that rod and keep that rod bent and do what it was designed to do.
Is he jigging it?
That's what the rod is for, to be able to
see hitting the jiggy?
The pressure on that fish.
Wow. Thanks. 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Let's get this illustration out of the way. Okay. What did I learn? What did I learn? What did we learn today? Okay. Something about... Okay, guys. This is what I learned. Wait, it's gotta curve down like that. You guys know what this is? It's a fishing rod. Okay, I don't think I learned anything. Wait, you guys can't see the drawing. What happened? Where did it go? Eh? Where did my drawing go? Drawing! Oh, there you go. Ta-da! Okay, we had a bit of an immersion break with the projector. There we go. We got fishing rod. That's exactly what I learned in this video. I mean, I guess we learned about light rods and light versus heavy? Question mark? Okay. Alright, next video.
Today we're going to talk about what you really need and don't need
this
as
is
a
the
beginner
honest
in the
video.
world of fishing. In a tackle store, you're going to see crankbaits and spinnerbaits and swim baits and underspins and jig heads and spoons and wacky worms and topwater baits and 1,000 other things that the store is hoping you'll buy. Let's go through buying a rod, reel, line, and a few basic lures to get you ready to go fishing. The biggest question right away is what you're going to be fishing for.
Baits.
Fishing rods come in different strength levels to handle different sizes of fish. Ultralight rods are best for fish that weigh less than a pound or two. These rods are excellent at casting light lures, light lines, and detecting gentle bites from a small fish.
I could get that.
At the other end of the spectrum are the heavy and extra heavy rods. These are sometimes called broomsticks because they're thick and stiff. They bend about as readily as a broomstick would. You would use one of these rods for large saltwater fish or
my god, that's a beautiful fish. I want to eat
or
that.
other really heavy fish. The other reason you might reach for one of these heavy rods
that
is
fish
if you're
looks
fishing
crazy.
around really thick cover like thick vegetation or heavy snags. You need the heavy power to get a fish out of there before it wraps you up in a bunch of plants or a pile of branches. The weight of the rod is usually printed right on it near the bottom of the rod. Most rods will tell you the length of the rod, some sort of light, medium, heavy rating, the action rating of the rod, the weight of appropriate lures to throw with that rod, and the recommended weight of line to use. The action rating I mentioned refers to how much of the rod bends before the rod loads up and really starts putting pressure on the fish. A fast rod action means that only a small section at the tip will bend readily and the rest of the rod remains pretty stiff. This 12-pound carp hardly bent this fast action rod at all because most of the rod is designed to remain stiff and provide power. A moderate action rod bends readily across most of the rod, giving you good shock absorption but less initial power on a hook set. These rods are good for crappies and panfish and
what fish was
hooks,
that?
where a hard hook set might bend the hook out or rip the fish's mouth.
A grouper.
Look at how much of this 6-foot moderate action rod is bending when I hooked into this pike. For most purposes, I prefer
looks
a
horrible.
fast
That would scare me if I saw my fishing rod do that.
Best off with a medium light or medium power spinning rod. You can catch anything from bluegills and perch up to bass, pike, walleyes, carp, or even salmon with
I want this fishing pole.
When picking a reel for your new spinning rod, you can look at the specs listed on the reel itself, which will give you some options for the type of line recommended for that reel. It will generally tell you several different weights of line and how many yards or meters of line.
There's no music playing in this video. I'm gonna cheat.
A medium or medium light rod is well matched to a reel that holds 6 to 10 pound line. Expect to spend $40 to $50 for a decent beginner spinning reel.
$40 to $50.
You'll see 3 main types of fishing line in a store: braid, monofilament, and fluorocarbon. Braided line is expensive, it's really visible in the water, and can be noisy as it comes through your rod guides, but it's really strong,
there's different
really
types of rods,
and has no memory or stretch. Memory is where the line develops kinks, twists, and coils in it that are really hard to get out. Monofilament line is cheap and quiet, it's easy to cast, it has low visibility, but it has a lot of stretch and a lot of memory.
I'm confused.
Fluorocarbon has less
this is a lot to learn,
less
though.
stretch than monofilament. It sinks faster, has low visibility, but it's really expensive and can be pretty difficult to cast.
I don't want that one.
Each of these lines has its place, but for most people learning how to fish, monofilament line is the way to go.
Okay,
for a medium or medium light rod, I'd recommend getting 8-pound monofilament line for it. Berkeley Trilene XL is my favorite monofilament, and it's easy and cheap to find at any
monofilament.
You'll find thousands of different lures and hooks and everything else, but I'd recommend starting with just a few options and getting good at using those. First, grab a bobber and a few small hooks or jigs for bluegill fishing.
Okay,
remember that bluegills have small mouths, so keep those hooks small. Bluegills are a really common type of fish around the country, so it's a really great fish to learn. Jigs? You'll also want to buy a small soft swim bait, a small crankbait, and a small spinner bait.
I don't understand.
Notice how I said small with each of these? Starting out small is best because small fish and big fish will both take a small bait, but most small fish will run from or ignore a large bait. Sometimes a little fish does have a big attitude, but give yourself the best chance of catching lots of fish by keeping your bait
fuck, that little guy wanted to eat that one.
Grab a needle-nose pliers and a line clippers too. These are going to come in handy for unhooking fish, straightening hooks, and cutting line. You can check out our Learn How to Fish playlist for all kinds of videos to help you set up and use your new gear, and you'll be catching fish in no time. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.
The cropped off text. Oh my god. So this is a lot more complicated than I thought. Oh, where do I start? I know there's so much info. Fly fishing. Who's out here catching little fruit flies? Who's catching little fruit flies? Braid over the other two lines? Oh, because the line memory and the line weights are really frustrating to deal with starting out. Line memory and line weights. Braided. So not monofilament, but braided. Monofilament is recommended for beginners. Is monofilament also braided? Let's see. Monofilament line fish. I can't. What was I talking about? My brain just got slammed against my skull. Thank you. Monofilament fishing line. Is it braided? I gotta blow my nose one sec. Thank you, little breads. You guys are so kind. Wait. Look at this. It's green. I want whatever this guy is. Can I have you? I gotta take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture of this and show you guys. Is this good for beginner? Braided fishing line. Abrasion. Okay, so it has the length 500 meters. It has the weight. It can hold 20 pounds. And 1.2 number. What is 1.2 number? Strong power and super strength. Would I need braided for catching little fish? It is cute looking. It's green. Fishing line is fishing line, as long as the weight is good enough for what you're after. Oh, 1.2 number is a gauge. The gauge. Oh! This is a 20 pound. 20 elb line seems like it'll catch big fish. Yeah, is that what that means? Is that what that means? Monoline starting off. From your experience, is annoying to deal with as beginner. This doesn't look like it'll snap at all. The green is kind of cute. I kind of fuck with it. 20 elb is normal for base. Interesting. I should get equipped. I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna bookmark this page. Medium-sized channel catfish. Channel catfish. Whoa! The braided line is for deep sea fishing. fishing line is best for lake fishing? Lake fishing. Monofilament. I can say that word now too. Braided line offers superior strength. Okay, Google. Yeah, what does it take to catch a megalodon? A big octopus. Oh, you used braid for lake fishing. Okay. I want to research more about this. This is something I didn't know about. I want to look into that. I was wondering, maybe I try to catch a fish all by myself without the help of my dad, and then I fillet it for next Scout Sunday. Would you guys want to see a hand cam of me trying to fillet a catfish? With the knowledge that I have. I keep my room clean enough where I can bring a fish into this bedroom. Okay, I can do that. I'll catch a catfish. Maybe I can take a video of it. You want to let that fish sit around for 4 weeks? No, it's not gonna stay in my bedroom. It's gonna mold and stuff. That's horrible. Fishing is wholesome and awesome. I agree. You cooking a fish you caught yourself? I've done that before, but it's always with the help of people. Like, I've caught in a lot of... I went deep sea fishing in the ocean, but it was with like a boat tour guide. So the people on the boat would help everybody with their lines and stuff if it snapped. There are times where I've caught a fish and I'm reeling really hard or something, but then one of the instructors will go up to me and be like, "That's not a fish that you have on your line." And I'm like, "What?" But my fishing is curved. Like my fishing pole is curved. Like, that's definitely a fish. And the guy's like, "No, that's not a fish. Your line is actually caught on rocks on the bottom of the sea, or it's caught on like seaweed, and I can tell the difference." And so he told me the difference of what it looks like between catching a fish versus your line stuck on the bottom of the ocean. So I was able to like eventually realize like if I have a fish or if my line's just stuck. Yeah, so it's really detailed. Yeah, a fish will move. It's true, but like when you're in the ocean and the boat is going up and down, up and down, up and down, and the water's moving, it's kind of hard to like guess if it's a fish that's fighting you or if it's you're fighting seaweed. Really interesting stuff. It was a sinker, yeah. So you gotta be wary of how much line you actually cast out, because if it's a sinker, you gotta make sure you stop letting that line fall before the sinker actually touches the rocks on the floor. So you wanna, like, you gotta time it. So I think I timed mine to sink for like 30 seconds before I stopped. You got your line caught on a power in? I'm scared to cast. I gotta like cast well so I don't cast somebody's eyeball or something. But yeah, no, I wanna my goal, I have goals. My goal is to, because I have my fishing license, I want to try and learn fishing enough where I don't need my dad's help all the time. Because I'll be fishing and then something weird happens to my line. And my dad actually knows how to fix it. Or like if the hook gets like ingested, you kind of have to like wrangle it out of the fish because you don't want them ingesting that stuff. But when it gets deep in their body, it's really hard to finagle that out of the body. Yeah. Oh yeah, fishing's definitely, it's confusing, but it's like that's why it's so that's why it's so what's the word, intriguing. Like I'm compelled. Like I notice that fishing knowledge is something I don't have, and I want that. I want that under my wing. So I really want to learn and get into it because it's frustrating to not know. I want to know. Have you guys ever had that feeling where it's like you see something, you want to learn it, but you don't know it, so then that frustrates you and it motivates you to learn it? I don't know what you call that. Is that RyeIsBread posting? That's me. That's me. Oh yeah, worm go on hook. We're gonna learn that, by the way. I think that's the next video. I think that's the next video we're gonna see it. Let's see it. Oh yeah, how to catch a fish.
Today we're talking about one of the most basic techniques in fishing. That is using a bobber and a worm.
A bobber and a worm.
I recommend you skip the round plastic bobber and go with this style instead.
That's so offensive to me.
To attach it to your line, you just pull the spring down to uncover a notch in the bobber stem and slide your line into that notch.
What?
Let the spring go and your bobber is now on your line. I'd recommend starting with about 2 feet of line between your bobber and your hook. If you have more line than that between the bobber and the hook, it becomes harder to cast. Your hook should be a size 1 or 2 for bass or larger fish.
He's talking a little fast.
Today we're talking about one of the most basic techniques in fishing. That is using a bobber and a worm. I recommend you skip the round plastic bobber and go with this style instead.
What is that style called?
To attach it to your line, you just pull the spring down to uncover a notch in the bobber stem and slide your line into that notch. Let the spring go and your bobber is now on your line. I'd recommend starting with about 2 feet of line between your bobber and your hook. If you have more line than that between the bobber and the hook, it becomes harder to cast. Your hook should be a size 1 or 2 for bass or larger fish, or size 4 or 6 for bluegills or other panfish.
Wow,
a small jig head also works really well. You'll also want to make sure you have a needle nose pliers, or better yet, a hemostat, to remove a hook if it's deep in a fish's mouth. You can crush the barb on the hook with your pliers to make it easier to remove a fish from the hook. You can add a sinker to your line, but you don't have to. A small sinker will help the bait sink and give you more casting distance, but it's not required, and sometimes a slow sinking bait is actually better. Don't use an entire worm if you're fishing for any type of panfish. They'll bite the end of the worm off instead of biting the hook, so you'll get frustrated wondering why you keep getting bites but can never seem to hook anything. Cut or pinch off a small piece of worm and use that. Bass or catfish will happily eat a whole worm or a nightcrawler, so don't be shy about using a whole worm for those species. Most people target panfish with a bobber and a worm. These fish get eaten by a lot of other fish and large birds, so they tend to hang out near good hiding spots. Look for tree branches, rocks, or plants in the water and cast near those. If the whole area looks pretty much the same, just make a cast anywhere to start trying to locate the fish. When you get a bite, your bobber may go down all the way or part way, or it may just get pulled sideways. If you don't get a bite within about 15 seconds, twitch the bobber or drag it back a couple feet. Bluegills and bass are very curious, and a twitch of your bobber and worm can draw fish in to take a closer look.
You gotta play with
when your bobber goes down, give the rod a quick but small jerk backwards to set the hook in the fish's mouth and reel it in. Unhook it by backing the hook out. This is easier if you crush the hook barb earlier. If you don't like touching slimy worms or dealing with live bait, you can also use plastic worms. I like to use Berkeley Gulp waxworms for bluegills and perch. These work just as well as real worms, and you don't have to deal with live bait. You can use a whole one or a piece of one, and they last on the hook for multiple fish. When you're done fishing, take the plastic off your hook because it'll dry up and harden, which makes it tough to get off the hook. Check out our Learn How to Fish video playlist to learn more about the different types of...
Kind of a quick and honest video. One time when my dad and I were fishing, we caught a catfish. And, I don't know. You can call us psycho for this. But he was teaching me. And so my dad was like, do you want to see what this fish ate? And I'm like, you can see that? So he cut open the stomach of this catfish. And we found a tiny fish inside of the tummy. My dad grabbed it and used it as bait to catch another catfish. That sounds really psychotic to me. But like, it's kind of cool when you think about it, right? That's fucking disgusting. It's like drinking water, but it gets recycled back. So you pee it out, and then it gets recycled back into pure water, and then somebody else drinks it. It's very metal. Watching it was crazy. Yeah, Bread Dad's amazing. Bread Dad's amazing. But he's kind of an Oonga Boonga type of guy, like type of fisher. So like he doesn't really follow... He doesn't really follow like... He kind of just does what he wants to do. He accidentally bought a fishing rod without a rod. He bought a fishing rod, but it didn't come with the fucking rod itself. Like the little, what do you call it? The little spinner thingies? There was no spinner thingies. So we got home. He looks, yeah, it's just a reel. He looks at his fishing pole and he's like, fuck. And I'm like, what's wrong, Dad? He's like, there's no fucking spinner thingy. It's just a pole. And I'm like, oh God. Like, I don't know, maybe we have the receipt or something. We can return it. He's like, no, I can work with this. And he does. He manages to catch fish with a fishing pole with no spinner. He makes a spinner with his wrist. And he just imitates what a spinner would do with his wrist. And he ended up catching a fish with it. With no spinner. I'm just watching this like, what the hell? What the hell? You guys go deep on the mountain for a week or more camping and... Ah, cute! People prefer to fish like that? Really? It's not an old school rod. It wasn't supposed to be an old school rod. He just accidentally bought a rod without the spinny. You can catch fish with a soda can and fishing line. Oh, what? But your dad could on a whim take up a fishing spear. Oh, he did that. He did that. I'm gonna expose my dad for a bit. Give you guys some bread dad lore. But yeah, he used to catch fish. He used to go spear fishing in Hawaii. So he actually did spear fish in Hawaii. He caught a lot of stuff in Hawaii. You know, that's just some bread dad lore. Yeah. He's kind of an Oonga Boonga, I told you guys. He'll catch it with his hands. He's kind of crazy. Oh yeah. Is your dad looking to adopt? No, he's mine! He's my dad! Get your own dad! There should be a website called... Get Dad. Get Dad. Get Dad. Red Dad. A walleye. Walleye. I don't know what a walleye is. Oh! So what's so bad about a round bobber? What's the difference between a round bobber and a vertical? Is that what you guys called it? Vertical bobber? Let me Google that. Difference between a round bobber and a vertical bobber. They're just stupid. What? I'll have you know, I have a beautiful bobber right on my stupid. What? I'll have you know, I have a my chest area. That's a beautiful bobber. Don't you diss my bobber. Don't you diss my bob. Diss my bob. How dare you? I just cross my arms. That's how stone-locked I am. Pencil bobs are better? Can you use a bobber on a braided line? Oh, is that a question that people ask? Alright, Reddit. Let's see. What is Reddit's knowledge? A slim bobber will have less resistance than a round one. The more resistance, the more likely the fish will feel it. My dad and I, we've been using round bobbers. Wait, is my stream okay? Bomber. Bomber. Bomba wamba. Bamba baba. Okay, so the fish prefer slimmer rods. So it's like, they just prefer it? Interesting. Alright, next video. We learned some stuff. It's a good video. Okay. The next video we have is 3 types of fishing reels. And I find that funny because we just...
Today we're talking about one of the most basic techniques in fishing. That is using a bobber and a worm. This. I recommend you skip the round plastic bobber and go with this.
Oh, this
Today
one.
we're talking about the 3 main types of fishing reels. The most common type of reel and also the most versatile type is the spinning reel.
Did the video just break?
It's used by beginners and very experienced anglers and can be used to catch anything from tiny panfish all the way up to giant catfish and saltwater fish. Spinning reels are used with spinning rods and they hang underneath the rod when in use. The handle can be switched anytime
this is a real
between
guy.
the left and the right sides. Spinning reels are inexpensive and they're easy to use.
We like spinning
long,
reels.
accurate casts, a smooth drag system usually controlled
I can't
by a
believe I just
rotating
called this
dial
guy's
on the
voice
top,
AI.
and they
I'm so
come in
sorry.
a wide variety of sizes for different applications. To cast a spinning reel, you grab the line with your index finger, open the bail, and
I always
make
mess
your
this
cast.
part up.
About halfway through the cast, you let your finger off the line and the lure pulls your line out. After
It makes a
lure
fun
hits the
noise
water,
when you put
flip
out
the
your
bail
cast.
back over and you can start reeling the line
It
back
goes
in.
zzz.
Spinning reel sizes are usually classified
Am
in
I
terms
AI?
of thousands. A 1,000 size
No,
reel is a very
I am
small
not
reel
AI.
meant for light line and small fish. 3,000 or 4,000 size reels are for larger fish
Holy
like bass,
fucking
catfish,
humongous.
and pike. These reels go all the way up to 18,000 size for huge saltwater fish. Other manufacturers like Fluger use a different system starting with a size 20,
I like that word,
which is
Fluger.
comparable to a 1,000 size from
Just
other
assume
companies.
anybody who
And
talks
again,
normal is
the higher
AI.
numbers like a size 35 or 40 correspond to larger reels.
Ride the AI.
The biggest disadvantage of a spinning reel is
Ride
line twist, but line
ride
twist
the
is
AI,
mostly
your mom's a
preventable.
guy.
The first rule of a spinning reel is to
Right,
never
yeah, your
crank
mom's
the
a
reel while
guy.
a fish is taking
Bill
out drag.
Nye, the
Every time you
science
turn
guy.
the handle around while your drag is going out, you're adding lots of twists in your line that will eventually result in a big messy knot.
Oy.
The other thing you need to do is add a swivel to your rig if you're using a bait that spins a lot like a spoon or an
Swivel.
inline spinner.
Oh,
Now let's talk about
swivel
Spincast
sounds
or
nice.
closed face reels. These are the cheapest
My
type
line
of
has
reels
gotten
and also the
tangled
least
a lot.
reliable. The closed face on the reel keeps the components inside protected from water and dirt, but
That's
as the
really
wet
nice.
line accumulates inside the reel, it also seals in a lot of moisture, which will eventually
I like
rust
the cover.
parts inside. Spincast reels are used with casting rods, and they sit on top
Casting
of the rod when in
rods.
use. Spincast reels should
Oh,
only
you don't
be
like
used
this-
with line
you
up
don't
to
like
about
this
10
type of
pounds. Anything
reel,
heavier than
the
that
spinny
will have
ones?
a really short casting distance.
I
This
wonder
type
what's
of
good
reel
for
uses
beginners.
a push button on the back to make casting easy for beginners.
Oh.
You push the button in, start your cast, and let go of the
What?
button about
That
halfway
looks like
through
it's
your
that
cast
looks
to let the
horrible,
line
but
come
that
out.
looks kind of easy. I kind of want that.
Spincast reels have the shortest and least accurate casts because of the many
Okay.
points of friction within the reel. These reels
Oh.
are mostly used by beginners as they get comfortable casting a fishing rod. The
I like the
friction
one
of
with
the
the
line
button.
coming out against the reel spool and the reel cover act like brakes
Oh, that
to
was
keep
your
the line from
first.
coming out too quickly and causing tangles.
Easy, but
Spincast reels
it
work well
causes
for
problems
beginners,
because
but
of
I
the
would
friction.
recommend quickly moving up to a spinning reel, which is much more versatile
Yo,
and
this guy
enjoyable to
kind of
use
looks like a little
and will last
girl.
much longer.
Why is his
The
deep?
third type
Why
is
is his
the
voice so
baitcasting
deep?
reel, specifically the low-profile baitcasting
Could you
reel.
imagine?
These are small bait casters that are small enough to fit in your hand
Everyone
and are most
just
commonly
thinks
used
that's
for
him.
medium-sized freshwater fish. Baitcasters use a casting rod and sit on top of the rod
What am I
when in
looking at?
use. They work well with heavy line and are very strong for fishing through heavy cover like thick
You
vegetation
look like a
or
little
brush.
girl.
They usually have a drag system knob, a spool tension knob, and a braking
Maybe that
system
AI
to
was
help
right.
prevent a frustrating thing called a backlash.
Spinning,
or a
spin
bird
cast, and bait
a
casting.
backlash is a mess of tangled
Ooh,
line
that looks
caused by
horrible.
the spool continuing to spin.
It's green, though. It looks like
after
my
the lure
hair.
has slowed down at the end of a cast. This can be caused by casting into the wind, making a poor cast,
Oh.
or not adjusting your reel after you switch lures. Backlashes are mostly preventable by controlling the speed of the spool with your thumb, but even very experienced anglers get backlashes.
I don't like that.
In order to keep backlashes to a minimum, the reel has to be adjusted each time you switch
Just
to a
from
lighter
Rye
or
hair.
heavier lure.
Yeah,
if
they
you
braid
don't,
my
you'll
hair
be increasing your
strands.
chance of backlashes
Monofilaments
or
use
shortening
green.
your casting
Oh,
distance.
that's the,
Baitcasters are casted similar to a
the
spin cast
vinyl.
reel. You push the button down, press
Is
your
my
thumb against
redeeming
the
head
line
patch
spool,
fixed?
and then
No,
make your cast.
I'm
You lift your
sorry.
thumb partway through your cast
Here,
to
I'll
let
do
the
something
line
for
come
you,
out,
though.
and then put your thumb back on the line spool as soon as your bait
I'll do
hits
something
the
for you.
water.
I got you.
Baitcasting reels come in either left or right-handed
there's a lot of
models.
different
The handle
gifts.
is permanently on one side. They're the most
Oh my
expensive
God.
type of reel and also require more regular maintenance. Experienced anglers tend to use a combination of spinning and bait casting reels. Both of these types are very effective, and each angler develops their preference over years of using them for their particular styles of fishing. I use both of these styles, and I have a couple of spin cast reels too, but those are
Where the
mainly
fuck
used
is
when
the
I take my
gift?
kids or their friends fishing. If you have any questions about fishing reels, leave those in the
I'm not
comments
listening
below.
to the video. I
Thanks for
kind of want a
watching.
head
We'll catch
pack
you next
gift.
time.
Where's the gifts? I got distracted. There you go. You gotta take the hat off. There you go. Ta-da! You may pet your sensei. Just once. Okay, so there's a large difference, everybody. I'm going to need your opinions. Best beginner line. Best beginner. We're gonna do this research ourselves. Best beginner, reel. Best beginner reel. Best beginner fishing pole. So, based off of what I learned, we likely want a light fishing pole. Look, I'm kind of like between beginner and apprentice. So am I saying that word right? Best beginner reel. It's Spincast or spinning. Spincast. Spincast reel. Apprentice. Oh, a pretense. A pretense. Yeah, beginner immediate, that's what I am. I'm gonna say Spincast. 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 I want a green fishing pole. Fluger. I don't want Fluger. Okay, so Spincast is good for beginners. Gotcha. Wouldn't medium be better? Light fishing pole. Light fishing pole. But we don't want too light. We don't want too light of a fishing pole. You just fish with a sharp stick? What is a sharp stick? Sharp stick? That's a movie. Fishing. Sharpened stick. Oh, it's a spear. What on earth? You're spearing fish. Oh, I'm having a better idea though. Okay. The next video. Oh, this is our last video. We're gonna end on a nice vlog because they're relaxing. And I thought you guys would enjoy ending on a nice vlog. So we are gonna watch Catfish and Carp. Catfish and Co-op. It is a longer video, but it's cute.
Luke, Tom, Nate, and Jake here at the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel. And today we're going to be doing some bank fishing. We're going to give you lots of tips and tricks to catch more catfish from the bank.
Let's freaking go.
We're doing a catfish catch and cook video. You guys ready?
Yeah! Let's go!
Hey guys, welcome to my neighborhood lake, and today we are going to do some really basic but effective bank fishing for catfish. When it comes to fishing, the most important decision you're going to make is where to put your bait. Location is everything. And when I'm on a lake or a
just throws his kid in the lake.
Often the best spots are not far away in the middle of the lake, but they're close.
Get all the catfish.
Deeper is not always better. So let me show you some great classic spots. Okay, see right there how we got a nice tree shading the water, and you got about 2-3 feet of water underneath that tree. And you can see some sunken structure and logs down there. That is a great spot for a catfish to hide. See down here where we got this vegetation growing out of the water? That's emergent vegetation. And once again, we have more than about 1.5 feet of water. So right on the edge of that emergent vegetation is a good spot. Lots of little fish and crayfish live in that muck. And if they stick their head out, a catfish is ready for them.
Why would people
large piles of rocks, retaining walls, riprap, or undercut banks, those are all great locations to target when bank fishing from catfish. And you don't have to cast out far. It can be just under your rod tip. Out in front of me is a big wide lagoon without a lot of features. It's pretty uniform in depth. So you want to find some place unique, either a sunken tree or a little dip or a change in elevation, and that's what you want to target. Out here, you can see that there's some branches sticking out. that little snag's going to be a good spot. It's a little far, and I may not be able to reach it with my rod.
I can't see that.
But we're going to try. Additionally, out here to the right is an even shallower lagoon where it's only about 3 feet. And out here in front of me is about 4 to 6 feet. There's about a 1 or 2 foot step that goes right along from that point to this tree. That slope is a good spot. Slopes and points of land are always good places to target for catfish. I bet a lot of you guys at home are wondering, well, that's great and all, but how do I tell how deep the water is or where the underwater ledges are? If you don't have a fish finder, you can use a marker float. Marker floats are cheap and easy to make yourselves. You can buy them, or you simply take a water bottle or a large bobber and you tie it on the end of your line. Then you take a large lead that's large enough to sink the bobber and you put it on a slider in between the float and your fishing rod.
I don't know how to rig that stuff.
Then you cast it out into the water anywhere you want to measure, and you pull that bobber down until it's right up against the lead on the bottom. Then you open your bail and you let out line until you see that bobber or float pop up to the surface. And you measure how much line does it take to get the float to come to the surface.
I am not going to do that.
You've measured the depth of the water.
That sounds hard.
Reel in a good 10, 15 yards, repeat the process, and measure again. And then you can tell the topography of the bottom of the water.
What's a fish finder?
You can figure out how deep it is, how much the water's changing, and I've done that in this spot many, many times.
Fish finder.
If you want to see more information about marker floats, I have a more detailed video, and I'll put a link in the video description for you.
Why is it so expensive?
If you have a bobber and a lead, you can figure out how deep the water is out there. Well, enough jibber jabber about location.
Yeah, enough
I need
jibber
to get
jabber.
some bait and get fishing, and I'm going to be using bluegills today. I'm going to use them live and cut up. Hands down, the most effective catfish baits are natural baits. Shad, bluegill, chubs, suckers, carp, things that the catfish are eating naturally.
Okay.
It's also free, and it's usually not as disgusting as stink baits. If you're in a situation where you can't get your hands on natural baits, there's a ton of great store-bought baits. Of course, there's chicken livers. Everyone knows about that, but they're kind of gross. There's also hot dogs and chicken breast. You can soak them in Jell-O or Kool-Aid to add a little extra flavor. I prefer to use sweet corn a lot. Also, I have a recipe of a dough bait which involves strawberry Jell-O mix and panko and creamed corn or canned sweet corn, and that works pretty darn well.
He watches
If you want to see a video with my list of my favorite catfish baits, I'll put a link in the description. There's a ton of options out there.
Baits.
And remember, which bait you use is not nearly as important as the location you choose. So worry more about location and less about bait. All right, today we are going to be catching bluegill. More about location, less about hopefully we can find some bluegill or sunfish down here. They're not legal to use in every state, so check your regulations. But if you can't use bluegill, use creek chubs or suckers or whatever little fish you can get your hands on. All right, I've got all of our little dock rods for catching panfish, and I've got them tied together with one of those gear ties, or large industrial twisty ties that you get at the hardware store. Works great for transporting your rods. All right, so my little boys are going to help us catch some bait, and I've got three different rods. Why would using live bait be illegal? I've got the 36-inch whisker stick with an 𝗷𝗂𝗍𝗂 Elite Max 10 for the reel. I've got this one rigged up for catfish, so I'm going to set it aside and not use it for bait. But it also makes a great panfish rod.
You're using a fishing can.
Next is the Dock Demon Deluxe. It's the same thing as the normal Dock Demon combo. It's just got an extra 6 inches of rod.
Is he hicking?
You can get this for about $14 to $19 for the rod, reel, and line, either from Walmart or Amazon.com. I'll put a link in the description. But these are nearly indestructible, great little rods for catching small catfish, for catching bass, for catching panfish, whatever. They don't cast particularly far, but they're plenty strong.
I want that.
I caught, I think, an 18-pound catfish on this once.
What?
Very strong. Next, I've got the Ugly Stick GX2.
I want that small one.
I've got it paired with a Pflueger President reel.
Oh, Pfluger's expensive.
And I've got some 4-pound line on it. All of these panfish rods are rigged with a number 12 hook and a bobber. And that's it. No weight or nothing. And we're going to put a little worm on there and start catching some bluegill. I'm learning. Move the table closer to the rail so the boys can help me fish.
This entire family vlog makes me think I should do this with my dad.
On this number 12 hook. And I make sure you leave
I should make a channel. It's just me and my dad.
And don't leave too much dangling bits of worm. You just want a tiny little morsel so the bluegill will bite the hook and
buddy,
not just the bait.
censor that!
Hey, you find some worms?
Yeah, I found a bunch of them. I found it under a man's suit that got lost under the outhouse.
Reminds me of Kung Fu Hustle with the ass.
Outhouse. Great way to find worms.
Oh,
so the boys helped me dig up a bunch of earthworms, and that's what we're using
Hustle.
for bluegill bait here. I like using the native ones because they don't die in the heat like the Canadian night crawlers do. Plus, you don't have to pay for them. What? Right about there. That's where you need to be. Oh, you already got hit. Yeah, when you see the bobber go under, give it a nice little snap.
I can't, bro.
Oh, there you go.
He's got that dope smile on him.
Set the hook.
Okay.
Reel that up. There we go, guys. That is the perfect bait there. Look at that, right
I
through
was
the
not
nose.
paying attention to the video.
All right. Hold on, you still got your worm. Why don't you go get some more? All right, guys, I'm going to show you another trick. This is a $5 collapsible laundry mat from IKEA. And today, it's going to be our live well.
Whoa, what?
All right.
You put fish in
We're
that.
going to take the fish in here. Oh, you got another one?
Yeah. Is that quick?
Nathan's already got another one. So what I do, I just come down here and just put this basket down in the muck. There we go. Got a rock here.
Because it's got holes in them.
We just put it in the bottom of the basket so it can't tip over, and we're good to go.
That's
I need
huge.
the live well for 2 reasons. First, I want to catch a flathead, and flathead prefer live bait. So you need a live well if you want to fish with live bait. Additionally, if you're going to have leftover bait and you want to let it go, you better keep it alive. And it's a great way to not waste all those bluegill that I may not need at the end of the day.
Oh, interesting.
Keep on biting on my hook.
Hey, Jacob, good job, buddy. You like that?
What? What do you say?
You got one, Tom?
I like turtles.
Oh, we got a double. We got a double here.
Oh my God! A little. What are they called again? Sunfish?
Yeah, bring him over to Dad. Bring him over to Dad. There you go. You like that?
Oh,
All right, so here's the rods I'm going to be using for catfishing. And I've got a little rod band keeping some of them together there. Got a little bit of Velcro on there. Great for transporting rods.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to start with this one right here, which is the 𝗀𝗃𝗁's Mag Touch series.
Oh, they're crappies.
I've got a float on here,
crappies.
and I've got a number 4 shiner hook, and we're going to be using that. It is a perfect size bluegill for a little channel catfish,
look at his
or a little
dorsals,
flathead.
guys.
And I've hooked him through the back, right by the end of the dorsal fin.
Oh, he hooked his booty.
And we're going to chuck him out there. When it's a calm
How does he
day,
cast
I like
that so
using
well?
floats in still water, because that fish can kind of swim around and cover a lot of area.
I need like multiple.
And it's a really effective technique. You can also catch bass that way, flatheads, channel catfish, blues. You know, everything loves a live bluegill. So we'll just kind of see what happens. Who knows? Might even catch a snakehead. If you're bait fishing and you want a light action, long distance rod, I highly recommend this 𝗀𝗻𝗃 SST. It's technically a salmon rod, so it'll handle bigger catfish. I'd say up to 15, 20 pounds, no problem. But it is really long.
This guy graduated, right? Do you think he's going to HoloLive?
A small bait and a small lead.
He graduated
very far. And I'm going to be using this one with a kind of a funky rig. So I have a 1 ounce sand claw lead
that is a funky
on a slider.
Rig.
And
what am I looking at?
I've got a little piece of fake corn on a number 2 hook on a hair rig. I'm going to take some of my strawberry jello panko dough bait here.
I'm going to take some of my strawberry jello
panko. It's kind of the consistency of Play-Doh. Really kind of lovely, fun stuff.
With his
and unlike stink baits, it smells wonderful. Nathan here loves to eat it.
It's going to be the next
Holosaurs. Now, normally I put canned corn in this mix, but I just didn't have it today, so
I'm going without, and it
still works really well. But I tucked the hook in the bottom of the ball.
That's a massive
I'm gonna cast this thing out, and I could catch a carp or a catfish. The largest channel catfish I've ever caught was 23 pounds, and I caught it on this bait with this rig. This will catch big channel
catfish. That's a fat fish.
All right, so this bait, I casted just like 5 feet off of that vegetation line. Okay, for this whisker stick rod, I've got a number 6 circle hook. I've got a 1 ounce pyramid lead on a slider, and I'm going to take this bluegill head. I'm going to hook it through the forehead.
Poor guy.
And we're going to chuck that out and let it sit on the bottom.
Look, they catch something.
For my final catfish rod, I've got the Whisker Seeker Chad Ferguson series.
This guy has so many different rods for different things.
It's the casting rod. And I've got the Abu Garcia Catfish Special, the 6500. I've got some crazy strong 50-pound line on here, but you don't really need that unless you're fishing for big fish and snags, which I often do. And I've got a 3-ounce cannonball lead, and I've got a number 8 𝗀𝗃𝗁 circle hook, the bluegill body, and I'm gonna hook it on there just like so.
Oh my Lord.
And this is a big catfish rig. We can catch a 40-pounder on here,
brutal,
or we can catch a little 4 or 5-pounder on here. Could go either way.
Yeah, this is very gear heavy, but it's fun to watch.
So this
I can actually understand what he's saying because of the videos he watched earlier.
Position, it activates the bait clicker. So if a fish grabs this, it'll make a nice loud noise that we can hear.
That's a nice noise.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. We don't see a ton of those here.
That's pretty.
Man, it looks like a pumpkin seed.
That's super pretty. That's a pretty fish.
I was sitting here and my bait clicker just went zzz. Took about a foot or so of line off, dropped the bait. What that means is my bait and hook were too big for the fish that bit that with that bait. And I'm using an 8-aught 𝗀𝗃𝗁 circle hook.
He's using a
pretty good sized chunk of bluegill. So very well could have been a little 2-pound catfish. It just couldn't quite get the hook in its mouth. All right, it's been a little bit since I got that hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and reel in, check my bait, and maybe recast a little bit. All right, my bait looks good. I'm gonna go and cast out, but this time I'm gonna aim for that little snag out there. Give that spot a shot. All right, there we go.
They're in charge of catching the bait.
What do you think of that?
There's a good system going.
Whoop, there he goes. All right, yeah.
I just expect those kids to like stick the fish in their mouth and eat it. I mean, that's what I would do at that age. I'd stick that fucker in my mouth.
Oh, he's snagged up a bit. He's wrapped up on.
What does snag mean?
Mono, so I'm gonna have
you
to
just
pull
bit?
on this
Does snag
really
mean bit?
hard. But it's stretching, and because we're up out of the dock, a lot of that line's out of the water, and it's gonna shoot back at me like a rubber band.
Normal kids.
Really
I don't think there's ever a kid that's normal.
Oh, there we go. Well, I lost my bait, lost my fish,
oh,
but I got my rig. Well, there we go. All right, see this little panfish?
Guys are
called
eating
a green
the bait.
sunfish. A lot of people think it's a hybrid between a bass and something else. It's not. It's a green sunfish.
This is true.
And it's got a much larger mouth.
Yeah, what is normal?
Normal do. So
normal
you can catch them on bigger baits.
Subjective.
All right, I'm gonna take that little bit of the green sunfish, chuck it back out there. I haven't gotten any action on this little whisker seeker rod, so I'm gonna pick it up and recast it out. If you're not catching a fish or getting a bite in like 20 minutes or so, pick up, move spots or something.
Okay.
While I was messing around with that other stuff, I got a big hit on the bobber, and look what he did to my bait. Those catfish have crushing jaws, and they just squeezed him so hard it popped his eye out. I got a bite. Come on.
Oh my god, that's horrible. That's insane. And catfish jaws are strong, I guess, huh?
Use that. Hold on.
Here in North Carolina, we like to respect wildlife.
No way! Oh, you're kidding me! What did that happen? It was right there. I just grabbing the net, and I look over, and he's gone. Well, if things aren't working, mix it up. And I've been fishing this spot to the right here with just no luck at all. I've moved it around a whole bunch, but all my bites have been way out there, close to that snag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch rigs, and I'm going to grab the circle hook off of this rod, and I'm going to put it on the long distance 𝗀𝗃𝗃 rod, and I'm going to belt this thing out there, see if we can't pick up a catfish.
Oh, that's a hard cast.
And I belted this bait really close to the snag.
He put his entire body into that one.
I don't want to lose another fish, so I'm going to leave my drag tight. Okay, it's called fishing locked up, but my rod will get stolen if I'm not careful. So what I'm going to do is this. I got my fishing rod stuck into the rail, so it can't get stolen. Oh, just got a big hit on the tall rod. Come on, hook up.
Get the hook!
Oh, there we go.
Get him! Look at that adrenaline. Get that guy. Yank it.
No more snags. No more escaping. Oh, playing these fish is so much fun on these long rods. Just gives them
fish
so
on,
much
fish
torque.
on.
You know, you can just
watch the back blast. What is it? What is it?
All right, there you go.
Who's that guy?
Nice.
Where did he come
catfish. There we go. A little 3-4 pound channel
Holy
catfish.
Fuck,
that
that's
is
a big guy.
perfect eating catfish, man. That's a sandwich.
Yeah,
that's a sandwich catfish right there. We're gonna go put him in the live well, and we're gonna make some fish and chips out of this bad boy.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, bluegill.
That's a good guy. That's a good one.
Well, we had a little luck up there on the dock,
Oh my goodness.
but I'm gonna go down the shoreline a little bit and just see if we can't pull something out with this float here. I'm gonna show you one other trick.
So they got a good catch and now they're done.
Oh.
They're going in the
stickets. You
stickets.
probably all know about using a forked stick as a fishing rod holder. You probably also know that you can easily lose your fishing rod that way if a fish comes and grabs your line while you're not looking. I'm going to show you how to set it up so you never lose your rod. There we go. Got our fishing rod sitting in a forked stick, but if a fish comes along, boom, our fishing rod's going in the water. So I'm going to show you how to prevent that.
Have you guys lost your fishing rod? That sounds
Just take
intense.
a straight, smooth stick, sharpen one end, and then you just stick it right here and drive it into the ground. There you go, simple as that. Fish comes along, grabs your rod, boom. It stopped and it ain't going nowhere. And when it comes time to play the fish, just grab your rod, lift it up. Well, I've been here for a few minutes, but not really seeing much action, so we're gonna go back to the dock and I'm gonna show you how to fillet that catfish.
Oh, look at all of them flop around.
Let these guys go.
Goodbye.
Got my new cleaver here we're gonna use.
Oh God, he's just gonna cut it on the porch.
And I'm excited to give it a try.
Look how fat he is.
So you fillet a catfish, you cut along the top here, right next to the spine. Then you go down here from the back, and then you follow the rib cage.
Oh.
And then you go all the way over here, and you can feel it too. You can feel that this is really hard.
He's not gonna bleed the fish like we learned.
And you can actually see the ribs.
Oh my
right
God,
there.
I thought that was his other hand.
Right here, you can feel them. These are bony right here, and it's soft right up here. Feel that, Nate?
Yeah,
that's hard, right?
Ooh, why is it hard there?
You can see the bone right here,
that's
like
his
the
ribs,
shoulder blade looking thing. So you can go with your finger and feel right along the backbone, the meat, and
going around the ribs.
That's going to be the line that you're going to trace with the knife.
Okay.
Catfish are really tough, so dispatching them can be a little bit hard.
Oh.
They can live hours out of the water. So what you can either do is get up there with a pair of pliers.
They can live hours out of the water?
Some people like to cut off their tail or their head and let them bleed that way. You can smash them on the head if you have something metal and heavy like a hammer or a cleaver to do that.
I don't want to slam a fish.
But it's really easy to get spined by these things. So if you're going to be cleaning them, you can go and take and clip the tips off the spines with your pliers here.
Oh God. Well,
and then you won't
do what you gotta do, I guess.
Take my cleaver here and just go and hit them with the back end of the cleaver right down the base of the
close your eyes. Oh, okay, he censored it.
Now, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
I didn't want him to show that.
After you fillet them, or you can do it before you fillet them.
The beloved black screen of censorship.
Do it beforehand. So just go and cut the skin.
Okay, yeah, he's going around the head.
Started.
Like the other one.
Come in with a pair of pliers and pull up a little bit of skin like that.
Oh, God.
And just pull it off.
Oh, God, he's just yanking it. Oh, my God. That's a little Oonga Boonga looking. Just tearing that shit apart. This is what bears do. I've seen bears do this with fish. Bears have some pretty crazy, like, accuracy when it comes to their little claws. Like, they can fillet a fish. Bears, they're good at that stuff. And they know what to eat and what not to eat, too. And then the bears leave behind parts of the fish.
Something about cold-blooded animals that when you touch something steel to their spine, they twitch. I think it's kind of like putting electricity on a dead frog. You see that?
He twitched! Oh, God. Yeah, they fillet the fish with their teeth. Bears are really cool like that.
Cut along the ribs, and you pull up this flap
I think I would be a bear. If I could be an animal, I'd be a monkey or a bear.
Work your way down the rest of the
Because then I can just sit my fat ass in front of a waterfall and just wait for my food to come. Like DoorDash.
Quite a bit of meat on a catfish belly.
That's a lot of meat.
Come in here and cut the stomach.
Oh, this is going to show the guts.
When you get the belly fillet, you end up with this U-shaped chunk of meat with the little fins attached. Just come in here.
What, U-shaped?
And
I have no idea what he
and
means.
there you go. We got some nice chunks of meat.
People keep calling me a bear.
Let's see what this catfish was eating.
That was my bear.
This is his stomach.
I would like to be a monkey too.
A lot of stomach juice there. That's nice and gross. Well, That right there is a whole gizzard shad. And that is all that was in his stomach. Catfish really are predators. People think catfish are bottom feeders, and yes, they'll eat a lot of weird junk.
That was disgusting.
But most of the stuff I find in their stomach, bluegill, shad, chubs, crayfish, that sort of thing. You see here, there's a lot of blood on the catfish fillet, and a lot of people don't like that. There's two ways to deal with that. One is to bleed the catfish as soon as you catch it. The other is to fillet it immediately after you kill it, which is what I did.
Time when I watched myself get
burst. If you fillet it immediately after you catch it, the blood hasn't coagulated, so
coagulated.
Rinse it right off.
All nice and clean.
It comes off really easy. If you kill the fish and it just sits dead in your cooler,
that meat looks very heavy and dense. That's a lot of meat.
You can't really get it out of the meat.
From one fish.
There you go. Cleans right up. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Hands down, the best time to catch catfish from the bank is sun up and sun down. But we're not going to sit around and wait that long because I want to go eat that catfish, and dinner time is just around the corner. So
oh hell yeah, catch and cook, catch and cook.
And I'm going to show you how to make
How's it going? We're going to watch this guy
All right, guys, we're
cook
back
the
to house.
catfish he just caught.
Catfish. I'm going to make pub-style British fish and chips. All right,
pub-style British
I'm going to heat up some
chips
peanut
and
oil.
fish?
Turn that on a medium, low medium. So this is
oh my god, he's going to cook it for us.
Classic fish and chips. You got your fish, salt, pepper, baking powder, all-purpose flour, and milk. That's it. So simple. Cut the fillets into portion size. That is what I like right there. Okay. Now, an optional step is to take the fillets and soak them for 5 minutes in buttermilk. You can also do this with like vinegar or apple vinegar or other things. You don't really have to do this. And frankly,
I'm actually hungry now. Fuck.
Just take a bunch of flour.
Ooh, this looks yummy.
Maybe 5 cups, maybe.
My tummy gonna growl.
About a teaspoon of baking powder. We're gonna add about that much salt. And we're gonna add about that much pepper. Then we're gonna take some whole milk.
Then ring jangle it.
We're gonna mix it up. You wanna help?
Yeah.
You mix with the fork, okay?
The kid's just on the table.
I actually love you helping you do it.
Oh,
all right, well, Nathan's mixing up the batter. I'm gonna make some hush
Just go, Nathan!
It's really easy. Just get the hush puppy mix.
I'm gonna get the hush puppy mix.
So good.
Hush puppies. I tried hush puppies for the first time very recently, and it's super good. I do like hush puppies.
Let that sit for about 5-6 minutes. Test a hush puppy here.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa.
Can I make one, Daddy?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, careful with that camera. That shit's gonna get fried.
All right, those look perfect. Well, there we go.
Beautiful.
Hush puppies. They're not British, but they're obligatory
here
in the
States. They're not British. They don't look very British.
You know, some things, when you make them fresh at home, it just tastes so much better. Other things, not so much. French fries are one of those things. The best French fries are cut, fried, frozen, then fried again. I don't know why it is.
I don't agree with that statement.
I like fried, frozen French fries.
I don't agree with that at all.
Any day of the week.
No, I don't agree with you. I can taste the frozen.
Alrighty.
With the frozen fries, I can taste the frozen. I don't like frozen fries. Well, he's enjoying it.
Well, that's looking pretty good. Let me get a whisk. All right, the consistency of the batter is super important. Too thin and it won't stick to the fillet. Too thick and it'll just clump on and fall off. Yeah. It needs to be like that.
That looks yummy. I'm gonna eat that batter.
And let's taste test it. A little more pepper, a lot more salt.
Pepper.
So tired. Yeah. When I was there, I was like...
I like how the kids' conversation used to get cut off. The editor's just like, fuck this kid. I'm not gonna leave what they're talking about in the video. Straight to the cooking! Straight to the point. Fresh catfish.
There you go. Perfectly fried catfish.
Hello.
French fries, hush puppies, watermelon.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Whoa. Hey, Jacob, you like those French fries? Oh, he's just pawing those. He's not eating those. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new.
What a wholesome video. What the
more videos
fuck?
From the Catfish and Carp YouTube channel. Don't forget to click subscribe and check out our Catch and Cook playlist. We have dozens of videos
more like
about
beautiful.
catching and cooking all sorts of different animals. And We also have tons of tips and tutorials on catching more catfish. Check that out as well. We have a whole playlist.
Thanks for catfishing,
Don't forget to
Carp.
subscribe. We post new videos every Saturday morning.
Oh, it just ended. Oh, that was rather... Okay. So we have some good knowledge with us today, Breads. I think I'm feeling confident. We watched enough videos where I have an idea. My goal is to get a fishing pole that I like, that I feel happy with. I'm full of knowledge too right now. And air. So I'm gonna buy a fishing rod. I'm gonna make sure that it's spinny stuff, and then my line, and then get my own. I want to get my own little toolbox because my dad has a fishing toolbox, but I want one. He's unorganized, so opening the toolbox, his fishing toolbox, is like, it's a nightmare. He's got like random ass hooks everywhere and baits and stuff, and yeah, tackle box. His tackle box is very messy. I would like my own tackle box. I want to get a tackle box. I want to get some bait. I want to get worm. I want to do the classic bobber and worm style. I think that's a good way to start off. It's good for the beginners, and the catfish like live bait. So we'll get some live worms. Hi, I'm a Marine Purple Heart recipient, veteran of the 25th Marine Regiment, just stopping by to watch something entertaining. Oh, hello. Well, welcome in. We've got a big variety of little learners here today. But yeah, we kind of finished up like all the videos that I wanted to touch on today. So for next Scout Sunday episode, I want to try a hand cam where I fillet a catfish that I caught. I want to try videotaping at least somehow. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, there's a GIF on my screen. I was not expecting to see this. Let me close that tab. Holy fucking funny. I was not expecting. Okay, anyway. I fucking love Kung Fu Hustle. Yeah. Just as a reminder, everybody, this is the guy who we're fighting for. We are rooting for this guy. I didn't eat him, by the way. Oh my god, I think I did. Oh my god, he's dead! I actually might have eaten him. Anyway, we're cheering on for this guy. I don't know which one I ate. I don't think I ate him. I don't know. I think we let him go. Oh, I'm not actually sure. Anyway. So, the goal for me, catch a fish and fillet it on stream. Not catching it on stream. Catching it and then filleting it. Filleting on stream. Yeah, that's my next goal. If you guys want to try and fish, in my Discord server in the bread bank, we have an area for media. So if you want to post the types of fish that you catch, please, by all means, feel free to. No, not rude against me. Cheer on the little guy. Look how cute and happy he is. Oh, so you see the concrete right here? I think it was yesterday. I fell into the water. My bum got wet. I was wearing my 𝗀cie Dodgers shirt, and the concrete was full of algae. So I put my footing on there on the concrete, and I immediately slipped and fell into the water. And my dad started laughing. I was soaked. I was telling myself, I'm not gonna fall in the water. I'm okay, I'm okay. I didn't get hurt at all. But my bum, it was pretty drenched. Yeah. Oh yeah, my dad's been on a crab spree right now. He's been catching a ton of crabs. So basically the procedure is he catches it, he puts it in a container full of water, and then he just kind of lets it sit in the sink for a little while until he decides to boil it and eat it. And so every now and then I'll hear my mom scream because she'll go up to the sink and like not expect that there's a crab sitting there. And so she'll like walk up to the sink and then go, "Ah, Jesus, fuck!" And then she realized, she's like, okay, there's a crab there. My dad caught that, and she's like, I can't get used to this. I don't think I could ever not get scared of crabs each time. Yeah, there's gonna be a random ass crab. My dad's gonna be like, oh, did you eat the crab that I caught? No. Where did it go? If I see a crab crawling on the floor of this house, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna kick that thing. I see how fast those crabs react. Those crabs are scary. They got some speed to them. Like sometimes, like, I'm curious. I like to get like a fork and then like prod at them, like poke and prod at them. And they don't like that. But it's just really cool to see them fight the fork. I don't know. Crabs are cool. They kind of like operate like a tank, like a. Yeah, they're like a tank to me. Those crabs. The way they move, they're stealthy. Yeah, playing with crabs. They're scary though. Ah. Oh, thank you for the super tippies. Super tippies. Thank you, Shinku. Oh, it's your birthday! What? Oh my god. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shinku. Happy birthday to you. Scout Sunday is so real, we couldn't be any more back. Happy birthday! Thank you for the tippies. Oh my gosh. What? Wait, thank you. Malt vinegar can be made from any malted grain. I'm gonna malt my grain. I'm gonna malt everywhere, guys. A sick birthday gift! Aww. I have a feeling that I'm with this knowledge in my head right now that oh, YouTube Borg! Oh, YouTube Borg, I'm so sorry. I just see YT and I think that means YouTube. YT Borg! Thank you for the gifted. That's really nice. That's really nice. Thank you. Thank you for the gifted. I appreciate it. Yeah, yippee. Crabs are dumb and they get trapped. Instead of working together, they fight each other. It's a great metaphor. Instead of working together, they fight. Crabs are they're kind of cool like that. They're like, fuck you, this is my cage. This is my territory. I fell in this trap. I'm gonna get trapped and I'm gonna kill you. Imagine getting like falling into a pit trap with some other human and just immediately being like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, I like silly crab videos. I do. But I don't like the video of that crab getting fucking... There's a video of a crab next to a pipe underwater. And now this pipe, I don't know, for some reason it's like pressurized, so it's sucking everything inside this little hole. And there's a video on YouTube of a crab disappearing, yeah, 𝗿𝗿𝗍𝗍, disappearing in a split second because the pipe next to this crab was sucking everything in. The crab got sucked into like a penny-sized hole. I shit you not. Poor thing got 𝗿𝗍𝗍'd. Yeah, I got sucked right in. It was so sad to watch. And it's scary because, guys, this is why underwater engineers get paid so much money. Because of shit like that. I could never work at a dam. I get lost in those YouTube videos where it's like horrifying dam stories. And they're like talking about... On a nice, crisp evening, this young couple decided to go swimming at this lake near a dam. And they also decided to scuba dive. And they also decided to scuba dive right next to the dam. Oh my god. Yeah, those videos are crazy. Or there's like videos. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked off topic, but there's like this video where people went swimming, but they didn't listen to the alarm being sounded that the dam is gonna release water. And Big Bro Ghost, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you, the gifted. Member subscriber, thank you. It's our first gift sub in the channel. Thank you, Big Bro Ghost. Big Bro Ghost. Oh my god, they added Mr. Krabs' voice at the pipe video. Oh, SpongeBob, me boy. Help, I'm stuck. Get me out of this 𝗱𝗻𝗿𝗀𝗃. Oh, SpongeBob, me boy. Yeah, I've watched a lot of 𝗱𝗻𝗃 horror stories. I don't like being underwater. I don't like that. I don't want to get sucked into a penny-sized hole. No thanks. Not today. I'm gonna stay above ground. I'm no amphibian. I'm no amphibian. Final destination? Yeah, like some freak accident. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have 2 pieces of paper on stream here. One says text. One has a fishing pole. What am I doing? Oh! Okay, so... what do I want to do? Where do you guys buy your fishing poles? Do you buy them at Walmart? Do you buy them at Target? Where do you buy your fishing poles? Do you buy fishing poles at a Cabela's? At like a Bass Pro shop? Crabs are crustaceans. Crustaceans. Yeah. Yeah, they're like the gang, the crabs. Yeah. Bass Pro shops. Maybe I'll go to a Bass Pro shop. I don't know. Buy some fishing gear. I want to get into it. I do. Oh, Wally World. What's a Wally World? I'm one of those Target shoppers. Listen. Wait. I like Target. Oh, your fishing pole was a Christmas gift. That sounds fun. I want to buy like my own gear. As much as I love my dad, he's very unorganized. He's gonna lose something. So I'm gonna keep my gear away from his. I don't want to get them combined. I don't want him using my bait. I want my own stuff. I like my organization. Maybe I'll go to a Bass Pro shop. That's what I'll do. I'll buy a gun while I'm at it. Firearms! I'm in the Americas. I'm allowed to. Ow, my hand. Why do I keep doing that to myself? That's how I hit my funny bone on my hand. That thing made my entire body buzz, I swear. Well, how do you guys feel with today's Scout Sunday? Do you feel educated? Do you feel confident that you can walk home and have more knowledge underneath your belt? Well, under your wing, how about that phrasing? Underneath your belt. I'm sorry. A bunny with a gun? Oh god. Oh no, she's coming. I got a weapon. Very educated, very good. I like that. I like hearing that. Very informative. Yay! I want to make sure I pick good videos for y'all. I also don't want to watch them, but I kind of have to watch a little bit to get an idea if it's a good video or not. But I hope you guys like today's selection. I think ending on a vlog is always a good call. Those outdoor vlogs are always super comfy and very down to earth. They're just like, I tell you guys, the camping outdoorsy YouTube content creators are always like super wholesome. And it's just very down to earth, like watching, it's like watching This is gonna sound parasocial, but it's like watching a friend go like fishing or something. That content is always very chill. Yeah, there's no like allié introduction. Hit that bell notification and let's see if we can catch this fish. 18 plus gone wrong, cops are called. Scout Sunday idea. Camping in America versus Europe. I don't want to learn about... I'm sorry, Europe. But I don't live in Europe. I mean, that could be interesting. In America, you go camping with a gun. In Europe, you go camping with your fists. Yeah. I don't want to learn about... Okay, I'm not interested. I was happy to learn that Scout Sunday was indeed a thing. We've not been living a lie. What, guys? Scout Sunday's real. I accidentally made this waiting room for Monday. And so some of the chatters, the pre-stream chatters were like, no, it turned into Scout Sunday Monday. It's so over. It's okay, guys. It's not gonna be on Monday. This could all be a shared dream. A shared dream? Wake up. What do you mean, a shared dream? Wake up. I don't know. I'm lagging. I don't know if you're talking about shared dreams. Wake up. It's been 10 years. I don't know what a shared dream is. I don't understand that concept. Wait, what's Scout Sunday? It's a fun day. It's a fun day. My 𝗀cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀 promised to do some outside content. I really want to get a little boat, like a tiny boat, like literally. Well, this actually kind of freaks me out, but like a kayak, cause it's the cheapest. But I don't want to flip over it and die. Like, what if the kayak flips over? Like, I don't know. I crash into a tree trunk and then I start sinking, or an iceberg. Maybe I'll call my kayak the Unsinkable. That'll work. For some of the VTuber physique. Oh yeah, kayaks are heavy. Kayaks are super heavy. I've learned that motorcycles could go up to like 800 pounds, and that scares me. Could you imagine not being able to lift your own motorcycle and it falls on top of you? I don't want to go out like that. My kayak fell on top of me and I can't get up. Help. Paper boat. Paper boat. 𝗀cie 𝗁𝗃. My precious. Oh. 𝗀cie little. 𝗀cie little. Do push-ups? No. I don't want to do push-ups. I can do shadow boxing. See, I can do boxing. I can do that. I can throw a punch. Oh my god, vehicles falling on them. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Vehicles, oh my god, they get heavy too. Thank you for the biddies! Oh, it's rare to flip a kayak over. A pike? I only know that word from coffee. Starbucks coffee. A Rye Gin stream? I might as well just stream that Switch game. What's it called? I'm struggling to remember. Sports? Oh yeah, Ring Fit. Ring Fit. Oh god, Ring Fit's gonna last 15 minutes long. I can only do that much exercise, guys. I can only do 15-minute intervals. Otherwise, I'll crash and burn and die. Ugh. Ra looks like a funny bird. You look like a funny... I'm just kidding. I'll take it back. Here, I'll fix it. I'll fix it so it doesn't look like a funny bird. This is the line. This is my bobber. My big bunny bobber. And then this is me. Casting away. My feet. My hat. I look like Mario. Oh, I don't have long hair. I can make this a remix. My long hair. Oh yeah, there we go. I was actually thinking of a Rye hairstyle. And I kind of want it. And I might commission it. There's this anime that I accidentally came across when I was young. It's called 𝗀𝗻𝗵𝗁. And there's this character that I really kind of fell in love with. Where is she? Her name is 𝗻𝗻𝗁𝗻. So like these are the characters. I really like the girl with this hairstyle here, where her bangs are kind of like they're kind of rock and rolly looking, if that makes sense. Like the bangs kind of go like that. Yeah, the parted style. Yeah, I kind of like the bangs that look like that. Oh no, this is gonna turn into a drawing stream. Make it stop. I'm gonna get distracted. I mean, class is basically over. I forgot the badges. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You all deserve a badge. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot. You guys get a badge. You guys get a badge, yippee! Okay, so let's just take a little reminder down memory road and look at the badges that we have previously. So we have the fire safety badge. Now again, these are something you can get in our Discord, which will give you not only a fire safety badge, but you also get the color of it. We have not knowledge. And now introducing 𝗱𝗵𝗁𝗻𝗵𝗁. That's my version of the drum rolls. 𝗱𝗵𝗁𝗻𝗁. You now get fishy business badge. Everybody, you can refer to the Discord channel. #scout badges and you can claim your fishy business badge. Yeah, boy. So now you have a nice light blue color option as well to put to your name. So now we can have the other ones next to each other. Where? Right here. There you go. Yes. You guys are so knowledgeable. You have fire safety. You have knot knowledge, where we learned how to tie knots. And then the middle one is fishy business badge. So now you guys have more options. The dark blue and the light blue badges kind of remind me of my hat. Because my hat is like, you know, my hat's in different colors. It's a dark blue and a light blue. I think the next badge, I kind of want it to be like a reddish pinkish. A more pinkish color. Because we got 2 blues. Now we need like something to complement that red. But it kind of feels like we're playing Peak, that video game, that Peak game. Because when Peak came out, I was like, oh my god, this game's amazing. It's scout themed. We got badges. I love it. It's so cute. Oh, first aid. I don't know if I should be teaching first aid. I feel like I'd get in trouble if I give the wrong information. I can't make a first aid badge. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I can't make something that looks like I would be part of an actual certified medical thing. I don't think I could actually make like a first aid badge. Because that's informative, and I think that's illegal. Yeah, we want to pass on that. Scott said the MRE tasting. That means everybody has to get an MRE. And then everyone's going to be shooting bricks. Make it a second aid. Well, lawyer, it's not first aid. It's second aid. They're different. I need second aid. I need second aid. Pretend you have an MRE. Oh no, just get like a bunch of hardtack off of Amazon. Eat that. So our next Scout Sunday, I really want to fillet a fish. But I would feel like that's, I don't know, I'm still thinking what the next Scout Sunday theme would be. Well, cooking badge. I would have to do the fillet, the catfish, and then we cook it afterwards. Foraging. Excuse me, that wasn't me actually. Knife skills. Ooh, I might hurt myself. I'm not a professional. I'm gonna be like, hey chat, look at this, and then cut myself on accident, and then I get banned off of Twitch because that's gore. Will these badges allow us in some places once earned? I haven't thought of that. They're mostly just kind of there for the fun themes of scouts and kind of like an incentive to learn. It's kind of like a community thing that people can participate in. I haven't made it like access to anything specific. It's kind of like a little token of your participation, more so. Now there are badges that you can actually purchase, which I just removed a photo of it. Did I actually remove the photo? I did. I want to show you guys the actual badges. That's my merchandise. Let's see. Oh my god. I just see Rye plush pictures. It's so cute. It is so cute. Look at this thing. What the it's so cute. I'm sorry, I had to shill it again. You can grab my plushie in the link in the chat description. My Fumo. Here, let me pin it in the Twitch channel as well. There you go. You want a Fumo? You can have my Fumo. Yeah, you want it? I'm just trying to shill it in the best way possible. I actually don't have this with me, and once I have it in my hands, I'm gonna make Rye go swimming. Absolutely diabolical. Go do crimes. Yeah, come fishing. Take me fishing, take me hiking. By the way, I designed this plushie and I'm so happy. I'm so proud. I was able to like actually draw the hair strands and stuff, like draw each hair strand. And I drew the shoes in like a little chibi way, so the shoelaces is just an X, which I thought was really cute to do. Yeah! We had a lot of revisions. It was a long process. Only $55? I'm happy you have that reaction. Get across a lake! I don't know if I can swim. I might need help. I might need floaties. Can you put some floaties on me, please? Pretty please. But yeah, so pre-orders end on the 5th of October. So you guys have some time. There's no rush. Put weights on it? Oh, fuck. Anchor me down. I'll be at the bottom of the ocean. Or you could put me at the very top of the stratosphere. So I can be the second piece of bread that makes it to space. Ah. I'm very happy with this. Oh, the badges! It's my mugshot photo. It's so stupid looking. My mugshot photo. Oh my god. Okay. I found the picture of the badges. Right here. So these are badges that's actually merchandise. So for the Twitch side, if you're a member, you are a sub-brever on the Twitch side, because Twitch is subscribers. And then on the YouTube side, you can be a member brever for the members. Yeah, so member brever or sub-brever. I designed those badges so you can actually get them in real life, and you can collect them. 30 meters of chaos, death, and destruction. Whatever goes in her path is fated to their demise. That's so deep. Why do I look so chubby in this angle? Guys, do I look fat in this picture? Be honest. I look skinny in this one. Fat. Guys, I'm just cute like that, you know? What the fuck? I'm just a little guy. Chubby bunny. I will never do the chubby bunny challenge. I'm gonna end up suffocating on marshmallows. I don't want to go that way. Oh yeah, but the hat is removable, so you can put the hat anywhere, guys. Virtually anywhere your heart desires. Man, I do look like I had a few. Oh yeah, it's my baby fat. Accurate Rye image of her sitting shrimp style. I actually have good posture right now, but you wouldn't know. But I do. Perfect size for inside your PC. I'm not. That's a fire hazard. That's a fire hazard. Oh my god, fishy business. Yeah, so everybody, go ahead. You can grab your fishy business badge in the Discord and the bread bank. Okay, one more thing before I go. I have opened moderator applications, so if any of you guys are interested in modding for my community, that's either the Discord, YouTube live streams, and Twitch live streams. If you guys are interested, I'll drop a link real quick to... Where the fuck did I announce it? Oh, there it is. I'll drop a link. I'm not what am I installing? What? You can install Twitter? Wait, you can install Twitter on your PC? Okay. If you wanna become a moderator, you can sign up and test your luck. I dropped a link in the chat. Yeah, we need a little help with moderation in this corner of the internet. Wow, I can't believe I just installed Twitter on accident. That's weird. Oh! Oh, that's so cute! That's adorable. What the heck? Are you gonna take this thing fishing? I think it might scare the fish. You can get like a fish love me sticky note and put it on my forehead, and that'll attract all the fish. That would be a wonderful. Please take me fishing. I want to see fishing. And then you can take pics. That would be amazing. Rye plush pics right next to fish. Rye plush pics right next to fish. I think that's the last of my announcements, honestly. One last plug. One last shameless plug. Join my Discord server. Please. Join my Discord server. I always kind of forget to plug it. So, here you go. Here's the bread bank invite. If you guys want to join there and join the not a cult. Not a cult. We just meet in the middle of the woods. For no reason. We meet in the middle of the woods where I teach you things. Join the cult. Join the communal bread community. My bread is the flesh of my skin. You want to be a cult? Well, you just have to say nice things, okay? Say nice things. Oh, there's a color war going on in the Discord. Let's see. What's the color war? Uh-oh. Some people want to be blue. Some people want to be red. What's gonna happen? Fight, 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 fight. Yeah, there's different blues now. Yeah, so the moderator color is now turquoise? I don't know what that color is. I'm powerful! Anyway. With that in mind... Enhanced roll styles? Wait. Hold on. Can I add can I make the rolls look really cool in my server? Server settings rolls. Fishy business badge. Unlock with boosting? Wait a second. Enhanced rule styles. How do I get this? Oh my god. Boost. Did I just boost my server? Uh-oh. I accidentally boosted my server. Wait, how did I do that? What the fuck? Wait, how did I just boost my server on accident? Did I just get scammed? I just bought something on accident! Oh my god. Okay guys, we have a new server tag, I guess. I didn't mean to do that, but we have a new server tag now. We have a new server tag, that's so stupid. Why did I accidentally do that? Test? Where's my fancy Discord? My Discord kitchen decoration? Okay, our Discord tag is now a green bunny icon, bruh. It's a green bunny! That's kinda cute. Okay, interesting. But where's the glowy stuff? Server settings. Rolls. Ah! I'm lagging. Fishy business. Unlock with boosting. Do I not have enough boostings? Enable. $7! I can't believe I just boosted my server on accident. That's funny. I don't have $7. I'm sorry. I can't do that. Oh, but you can boost us. That's interesting. Okay, anyways. The more you know. The more you know. Okay. So, everybody. Wait, do I need a new schedule? Oh my god, I need a new streaming schedule. I need a new schedule. What day is it today? Oh my god, it's Sunday. That's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna go eat dinner now and stuff. Maybe I can do some research and see what fishing poles I can get. I'm gonna catch things by myself. Okay, anyways, I'm getting distracted. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed Scout Sunday. Please stay moldy. Practice kindness. Remember, kindness. Remember happiness. Spread that mold, okay? Spread that mold. Spread that mold. Stay moldy. So thanks for hanging out. This was a good Scout Sunday. This was a solid Scout Sunday. We did lots of learning today. So thank you. Enjoy your new shiny badge. Drink lots of 𝗀𝗀𝗀 today. Okay. I'll be posting my stream schedule later today. So, stay tuned to that. But everybody, please take care. And thanks for joining us today. Okay, bye. Bye. Stay moldy, guys. Stay moldy, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.